What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening. Welcome back to Collectors Enabled. John will be joining us momentarily. He has some family things to do, but we have Shane, as always, who is jumping from one show to the other. And welcome back, Shane. How you doing?
Good, man. I feel great.
Are you on your second thing of mead now?
I started my second bottle of mead. Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show, but let's do it.
So now I'm just wondering when you're going to send me my own box of mead.
So I did. All joke aside, I did look into it. Unless you have a liquor license, it's illegal for me to send it to you in the States. I talked to my
Damn.
boy Serge, who makes the mead, and he said, "Fuck it, let's just send him a bottle, unmarked, no postage, like no return postage, and
Uh-huh.
we'll just try sending it to you." Does that sound good?
Sounds great. Actually, I'm
Send me
pretty
your
excited about
address.
that.
I'll send you the bottle.
Awesome. Yeah. Sweet, man. All right, we'll try it. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So John will be here soon, but we have a special guest, and many of you have seen the Hulkbuster pictures that he's been posting. That look amazing. Some of you may know him from Instagram, Justin Sports Card Collection, but we got Justin with us today. So Justin, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just glad to be on and just hang out.
Yeah. So Justin and I guess John and Shane started kind of chatting over maybe the last couple of months or so. And Justin, can you give, for people who don't know you, can you give us just a quick background on what you do primarily and what you're doing now?
Yeah. Right now I'm retired for a year. Got lucky in real life and business, and now I just finally found statues about 5 months ago,
Oh wow.
and so I'm starting to collect. Mike's here is helping me get enabled, and
You'll do
yeah,
that.
I do sports cards on Instagram. I don't really buy and sell. I just collect high-end sports cards, and that's how I got famous on there.
Oh, see, I thought that you were actually like buying and selling and, kind of distributing
I
these
bought
high-end sports cards.
I bought like a couple $100,000 worth of cards that are PCing, and then I'd have duplicates, and then other people
Mhm.
be like, "Hey, I want that, I want that," and I'd be like, "All right." So then I would sell some to fund something else,
Gotcha.
and yeah,
Gotcha.
like that. But other than that, no, I got a whole safe full of them. I probably
Wow.
got 1,000. I at least got 1,000 graded in like PSA Beckett. I got like 70 101s, 150 autos. Uh, yeah, I got a hoarder of cards.
I got a couple
Wow.
questions for you, Justin. So I used to be a big card collector back in the day. I still got my cards. I save it for my kids for when I die. Who
Yeah.
knows what it will be worth? What is your most valuable card in terms of price and near and dear to your heart? It might not be the same piece. And how
Well,
old? You said you're
Well, here's
retired.
my oldest. They're some Manos. They're probably worth about 25, 30 grand. It's a
Wow.
52 Mano and a 53 Mano. They're not my most expensive. I got some cards that are probably 40 and 60 grand, and then I got a lot of one-on-ones that are like they're priceless. Like it's whatever the market wants to pay.
Mm,
Wow.
Like that's Trout and Otani. Uh, they're real famous in baseball. Stuff like that.
that's cool, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So like this right here could probably buy um I don't know, 30, 50 Hulkbusters. It just depends on the market.
Holy fuck.
Because, the market's that's what sports cards took a dip really bad. Like they lost like 40 and 30% in some certain cards. And then statue prices are going up. So, yeah, who knows?
How old are
Huh.
you, Justin?
I'm 41.
Fuck.
I
Wow.
worked 22 years. I went straight out of high
Retired at
school.
41, eh? That's awesome, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I got
Mhm.
lucky.
Well, I mean, 20 years is pretty hard work. I wouldn't call that lucky, but maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I got a little bit lucky.
Okay, so I don't know much about the sports car community. How would you compare that to the statue community from being in it for almost 6 months?
Oh, there's a lot more money. I mean, because average card, I mean, I'm buying was like 4 to 10 grand, and I was doing that
Wow.
sometimes 2 to 3 days. I spent 10 grand on eBay, boom, 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 and then like when you get up into 20 and 30 grand cards, I mean, your shipping and insurance is probably going to be anywhere from 800 to 2 grand on average.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
you want to you next day air it because these people at UPS and FedEx, they'll get caught stealing stuff, and then people run serial numbers. They'll blast them on scammers pages on Instagram, and they'll try to track down the cards. Because see, all these cards
Yeah.
have serial numbers on them, and they're graded, and you can go find them.
Oh, that's awesome.
See, I got cards, but none of them I got sent for grading. And I don't have cards like you have cards. But
Yeah.
like I got Gretzky's rookie card, Don Cherry's rookie coach.
Yeah.
Card,
And
I got-
Gretzky, you want to
I
want
got a
like
few cards.
OPG, the OPGs. That's the one you want.
That's the
And
one I have.
The problem with them cards was in Canada where they made them, they cut them on a wire instead of having the regular cuts. So the centering and everything and the edges.
It's off.
Yeah, if you get a 10 in that, I think it's $1 million and something, but there's probably only like 1 or 2
Yeah,
in the world.
I don't have that. I have the fucked up one, but
It's still cool though.
but I still have it, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I used to be hardcore into collecting cards back in the day.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
that.
cool. Yeah.
So I guess the good thing about statues then is obviously people really can't steal statues, or they can destroy them in shipping.
Yeah, they can try to steal that, but it's just too heavy.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard if like a
Try to run
300-pound
down the
Hulkbuster.
street, run down the street.
Yeah.
with it.
I didn't even think about that. So people are selling like $30,000 cards, and it's in essentially an envelope. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I
damn.
package mine really good. See, there's a card show in like every major city every
Mhm.
week in the United States. So you might have
Oh wow.
500 to 20,000 people. It depends on what kind of population that city is. And these people will take them cards and try to. It's just like going to a pawn shop. If nobody alerts them, and they're not paying attention to social media. You know, they'll get caught with a a stolen card, and the feds will come get it. It's a lot of craziness.
Wow.
I could see Mike's hamster on the wheel right now. This having you on the show might be the worst thing in the world for Mike.
Well, I don't have it on me at the moment, but like the covers, like the Batman, that Fabot Batman up
Mhm.
there, like
Mhm.
they got the card in that, and I got it graded, and then I got
Oh,
the
wow.
comic graded, and now I want to get the comic autograph graded, and then it's a whole cycle of crap. It's like a
Mhm.
big rabbit hole.
Do you have any of
Yeah.
those superhero cards from the 90s? I think they were they Upper Deck?
They made so
On the
many.
back, it shows like
Yeah.
their stats for power and fucking
Yeah,
healing.
yeah.
And all
I
that
got
shit.
I got
got
a
a
box
shitload of
of them
those.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
The
those
ones that are
things,
worth
man.
money are the precious metal gems, but then there was a big Star Wars / Marvel guy, and he like blew up on YouTube, and then I think he was trying to like sell them for profit, and he was pump and dumping them. So now the market and that's tanked.
Mm,
Yeah, so
Mhm.
he ruined that, I think.
piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Justin, we'll talk more about cards because this is really fascinating. I didn't know any of this, or even think about the logistics of
Never
buying,
collected
selling.
cards,
And,
Mike?
I mean, as a kid, I mean, I definitely collected cards as a kid, but I collected comics as a kid too. But I was just a dumb kid, and
Oh yeah,
didn't
Shane,
really-
I meant to tell you, it's only been 4 or 5 months, and I've got all this mess now.
Yeah, man. That's the fact that that's only been 5 months is you're
And I've
really
got-
doing well.
I've got War Tank coming in. I've got
Yes.
his Scar on Throne. I got Grimlock. I got Pattinson Bust. I got the Pattinson 3/4. I mean third.
That's a good
And
one.
what else I got? I don't know. I got a lot of crap coming.
Do you have any other Transformers? And are you looking forward to any Transformers to pre-order?
I pre-ordered Power Master with Mike,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and I've got
Mhm.
Jetwing on a boat. It's supposed to be here in like 2 weeks.
Okay, so you're
Yes.
a Bayformers fan too.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
love all Transformers. It's just I usually just collect the main guy, and the main guy for me is Optimus. I don't really get into lines and like have to have every freaking of that.
Same here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
Right.
people lately, I mean, I started doing that probably about 6-7 years ago, not
Mhm.
doing lines, just doing what I like. But I find that's more of the trend lately. I talked to like Mike, I talked to Sick, I talked to a lot of people, and they're
Yeah,
focusing more on individual pieces instead of individual lines.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd rather army build. Like I want to army build all Batman, or I want to army build all Goku, or something.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, for me,
yeah.
I only collect one statue of each character.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
That'd be hard for me to do.
When I see people's collection, like Mike with all his Iron Man and Batman, and John, he's got all the Batmans. I think that looks cool.
Yeah.
It's not anything I would do, although there are some characters that I love and I could collect a lot of their statues. I want to try to spread it around, right? Because I'm limited on space, as all of us are. So one iteration of each character.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's say hi to the chat and let's see what everyone's up to tonight. About 40 people in the house. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit our subscribe if you haven't already. I know most of you here are subscribed, and we, of course, appreciate that. We got Lane in the house. We're closing in on 1,000. I think we're less than 175 to go, and I think we're going to easily make our target goal by March. I hope so. Hey, Alan, what's up? We got Dinesh. How's it going? We got DJ Interactivo. What's going on? Tom Hinton's in the house, and he's ready to buy. Let's see, what's Tom going to buy now? He's going to buy the Ronin and the Rodimus to go with his new Optimus, or I guess his nemesis.
Transformers.
Yeah, we're going to definitely talk about Transformers tonight. Decadent, what's up? We got Shane multitasking. We got the godlike statue master here. We got Jimmy. Thanks for joining, Jimmy. Life size collector, what's up? Johnny in the house. Johnny just secured that Batman Beyond bus, so he's ready to get that at some point soon. Beast 51, Bat Kid Voodoo, what's going on? Fine Tip Creative Studio, what's going on? We got Late Night. What's going on? He's enjoying the new Harley statue. Vibranium Jim, what's up, Vibranium Jim? Venom Tech, what's going on, everybody? We got Terry. And who else? We got Artorias. What's up? Great man right there. Great statue collector and absolute great person. Bat Kid Voodoo, Steve Klein. And let's see, everyone's kind of filtering in. Daniel S. Leighton Richards, what's up? Artorias family's doing really well, doing really good, one day at a time. Luke, of course, we got Justin Sports Card Museum. Brian Matthew. Yep, Tom's I gave him a real good price on that Ronin. I should increase the price after seeing what they go for on eBay.
Oh, Ninja Turtle Ronin. I'm thinking Marvel Ronin.
No.
I was like, when the fuck did you get a Ronin statue? Okay.
No. Let's see. Life Size Collector says, was a big baseball cards and baseball guy growing up. Roger Clemens was my guy. Got like over 1,000 different Clemens cards, but he's got a whole steroid thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they get tainted for that, but he's like number 4 all-time WAR or number 5. It's crazy, right behind like Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds. So
Justin, do you got a Michael Jordan rookie card?
I had about 8 of them, but I sold them during the hype. I got them for like $6,000 each, and they went to $20,000. And the time I got out of them, I got $17,000 each. So yeah. Just like last time about Trout, I collect Mike Trout so much. He plays for the Angels. They really suck, but I just love Trout because he's just so good. And I bought 2 of his refractor rookies for $20,000 in trade. I traded some Mahomes cards for him, and I ended up selling one of them for $42,000 at the start of 2022. And then the next 3 months, that same card that the guy got from me, he's got on eBay right now for $18,000 because the market tanked. So I was like, well,
$42,000.
Yeah,
God, it's amazing.
He must have been a dentist.
That's a lot of time.
Oh shit!
A lot of fucking fillings.
Let's see. Johnny says, "You got any Barry Bonds, Justin? Miss those Roy days."
No, I don't have no Barry Bonds, but his stuff is like his autographs, like really rare autographs. It brings some money.
Barry Bonds was awesome. Stupid question. Next question.
2020. Oh, I like them. I'm also if you guys like Garbage Pail Kids from back in the day when we grew up, they just started doing Garbage Pail Kids and the baseball people, and they're like making like Atom Bomb into certain ones and different versions. It's pretty cool. So I'm getting in on that kick. Yeah.
Wow. I'm getting in on that Garbage Pail Kids, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This is a whole new world. Yeah, actually, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm surprised you hadn't went and like bought graded like Iron Man, the first card ever, because that would be considered his rookie card. That'd be considered his rookie card. So like the Batman cards are like 1966 or 1967.
Mike, I thought you were a real collector.
Oh, hang on. Let me finish this thought, and then I'll say what I was thinking.
You need to get it. I bet this got some signed by Robert Downey, and it Robert, yeah, him. I bet he
Yeah.
signed some of them.
So
Wow.
I just started kind of you all know that I'm going through the curation thing, and I'm selling a ton of crap, and purging, and now I'm making things look nice. Like I'm really proud of like that War Tank and Hulkbuster and classic Iron Man display that I posted up on the
Yeah.
group earlier. And I think I'm looking at artwork right now. And the next caveat is I want to look at, like what Justin said, I want to look at like maybe graded comics, maybe like signed cards or stuff like that. I just don't know really what I'm looking for. And so Justin, with his infinite expertise and knowledge, maybe can help out with that. And I'll just keep giving you good deals on statues.
Yeah, that'll work.
There you go.
I'm getting into comics too. I want to do like, when I do a new space, I want to, how then people they'll have like a comic wall.
Yep.
And I want to do like autographed comics of every freaking one of the Batmans and
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I think it'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that looks really
Yeah,
good.
for sure, man.
Well, your display's already looking really good. You have those. What kind of shelves are those?
These are just garage shelves that I got at like Lowe's or off Amazon. And then I cut out OSB board, used their bracing, took black fabric, wrapped it, and then took LED light strips and then hung them up. Now I got a Govee in the back, and that's about it at the moment. And I'm
Looks
just
great,
testing and learning as I go.
It looks so good. Yeah.
I
really
appreciate
good.
it.
Yeah, it looks really clean. I think you're doing it the right way, because the problem that I think most statue collectors that have the means and the time, I think they go wild, and they buy everything they see, and then it looks like a cluttered mess. I feel like you're very focused and you're always making progress.
Yeah.
Mhm. And Mike, you just went through this. You used to buy fucking literally everything that was out there.
I think I learned that from cards,
everything.
though. I think I learned that from cards.
Now you cleaned it up, and you told me how much you really like it now that it's clean and it looks like that. That's awesome. I love that. I love to hear that.
Yeah, no, that's so. I want to hear. So, how did you do it with cards then? So,
I bought every freaking thing, every new thing that came out, every autograph. I thought I had to have every autograph of every serial number. I thought I had to have the 101, the /5, the /15, the /30. I'd buy them all. I'd call it a rainbow, and then 50 to 100 grand later, you look at all this stuff and you're like, did I really need that? They're smaller footprint than a statue because you could stack them up, because they're only like this.
But a bigger financial footprint.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
so
I went down that rabbit hole pretty bad.
That's okay. We all do. So okay, you have obviously a very large collection of cards. Statues are starting to grow. Do you have some kind of collector's insurance? And if so, what?
Just on my homeowners.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you have like a
homeowners?
Do you have like a separate like rider for it, or just say, hey, this is X amount that it's worth?
It's X amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart. Let's see. Shelves look great, Justin. And
I appreciate it.
NFC. Okay. So yeah, Shane, I totally agree. I'm after cleaning things up, it's just you're giving the statues the presence and the time that they deserve. And I'll just pull this picture up for those that haven't seen it from the group. Let me go ahead and share that window here. So normally John is the one who has all of our stuff ready to go, but that's okay. Bingo. So this is God, I'm just real proud of this right here. So I got that sideshow print. I forgot who the artist was, but the beautiful thing about collecting Marvel right now and Iron Man stuff is it's so damn cheap. If you go on eBay, like it's starting to come back up a little bit. It's not as cheap as its cheapest days, but you can get these prints framed directly from Sideshow, secondhand, for 50% of what they were selling. And they're really awesome. But just Iron Man stuff in general is just reasonable. I love this display. This is what I want my collection to look like. This is what I'm hoping to do when I do a room tour and be like, boom, this is it. And what I'll do is here's my shitty room tour and here's my good room tour. when things are all cleaned up. And Shane is on the phone. That's okay.
Oh yeah, I love it. It looks really good. I like the Govee.
Oh, so the Govee, this is actually a
Just
fairly
the
new one
glide
where they
light.
give you like that, the 90 degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is
It's like
sweet.
7, 8, 9 pieces. I looked at it after you posted it earlier.
Yep, it's I think it's 9 pieces. It's the longest one that they have, which is good. War Machine is the best ever piece made by XM. I'd say that these 2 pieces are the 2 best pieces that XM's ever made. And the one thing I will say about XM, because I just packed up that Grimlock, XM makes the best damn boxes for shipping. Period.
XM bomb-proof. Love it.
Mhm.
Bomb-proof.
I mean, these boxes are so strong that literally the cardboard around them is like disintegrating. Like if you put that box in just a hair wrong, the cardboard's like because it's amazing. How do I know? Because I just retaped the entire damn Grimlock box.
And Mike, I heard you say my name. Sorry, that was my daughter. Well, did you ask me a question?
I forgot what I asked you, but
I think you're talking about lighting, Govee.
Yeah, the Govee.
That's what I use.
Yeah, dude, they're inexpensive. They're getting a little no, they're inexpensive.
They have gone up a lot. Like I just bought.
They're more the expensive one, to be honest.
I just bought some 16 foot, and I paid $30 each Canadian, of course. So that's like $2 American, but $30 Canadian, and they used to be like 17.
Yeah, they have been going up.
Shot up.
Yeah. Now, if you go on Amazon every now and then, they'll have these bars for like, hey, $50 off, $20 off, $30 off, and you just hit the button and you get the coupon. But let's see. Johnny asks, will you get the Queen line as well? Yes. I'm going to get the entire Queen Iron Man line. They're that good.
Nice.
They're just in my they're in my movie room. This is going to be sort of like, comic based / like half scale type stuff in this room. Just because I don't do enough comic based stuff. What's up, John? Everyday collector.
I agree. You don't do enough comic based stuff.
Well, so here's the thing, and you guys can tell me, if this is a good idea or not. But my idea is to put the what the hell is that called? The Batman Buster, Justice Buster.
Justice Buster.
Yep, to put him right, kind of off screen right there, and have him and then kind of Batman on the separate stand. It's all comic based. They're all busters. I've seen them done this way. Like Art did it that way, and I think it just looks great.
Yeah, it should work. It's smaller than War Tank when I measured it.
Yeah, it's smaller than War Tank. I think it's about the size of the Hulkbuster XM. So I think it'll look good.
Yeah,
kind of far away from War Tank. Mike, are you selling Grimlock? It's gone.
I bought it for 500 Canadian shipped.
Okay. Dude, 500 Canadian shipped won't even cover the shipping.
Fuck, you're cheap.
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch, Mike.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about something controversial, shall we? Because Justin's here. He doesn't know how long he's going to stay. He has obviously a drive tomorrow to come pick up some statues. But
I'm going to the Mike Emporium. That's what I'm shopping for.
That's right. And not the first customer, and won't be the last. So let me pull up the screen. I know we're kind of late to discussing this, but hey, this happened last week, but it happened after our Sunday stream. Here we go. There's been a ton of negativity here, right? Almost everywhere I look, this is dumb. What is this? This is Gundam. Where's Optimus?
It's a disgrace.
Yeah, it's a disgrace. Price is terrible. Okay, it's got a couple things. Let's just look at this, kind of objectively for a second. Okay, this is coming out April to July 2024. This is a almost 40 by 40 by 40 statue, right? Inches in all directions. So let's just say
gigantic,
3.5 feet to 4 feet in all directions. Huge. It's the size of a garage shelf, pretty much. A little bit smaller.
That's nuts.
It's and probably more pieces than Jetwing, which is
Brown
hailed
said
as
it's going to be their most. I can't think of the fucking word right now because I'm drunk. Their most
ambitious,
come on, Mike, help
complex.
me out. The hardest piece to put together.
I think. Well, yes. So they came out with that video, the behind the scene video, and we put it in the Facebook group, and they said it was literally the most complex statue.
Complex. Thank you.
Yeah, complex statue period that they've ever done. And the only reason that they could do it is because they've done things like jet power, jet wing, shockwave, and they kept getting bigger and crazier and more detailed. And this is like a culmination of craziness to, they're like, hey, Josh and Izzy, just do whatever the hell you want to do. And he did. And personally, I think that Josh and Izzy's designs are incredible. A Justice Buster is a Josh and Izzy design, and everyone freaking loves the Justice Buster. I don't hear any negative things about that. I mean, from a statue collecting perspective, this thing is freaking ridiculous. I mean, period. Right? I could be wrong.
Oh no, it's beautiful. Yeah, I wouldn't have pre-ordered if I didn't love it. It looks awesome.
I think, as you already know, Mike, and I've said before, it's nothing I would ever own. To me, there's no difference between this piece or Jet Power or Jet Master or Optimus Prime. It looks like a Bayformer to me. The fact that Michael Bay came up with a Bayformer and it looks the way it does, and Josh came up with this, it looks the exact same to me. With that being said, it's not the Optimus I would have. I would never own this in my collection. One, I couldn't afford it. Two, it's very, very expensive, but I think it looks really cool. It's really cool that they came up with this. I think it's a little busy. Like, it's got a lot of fucking stuff going on. Like, your eye doesn't know where to look. Yeah. But I think it looks really cool. And buy what you love. Even though it costs as much as a car, if a used car, if you like it, buy what you love. That's all that matters. Who gives a fuck what anyone thinks about how you spend your money?
Amen.
Yeah. So I'm kind of going through the comments here, and I like this. I think this piece is intense. Dreading putting that thing together, though. I like the Overlord Megatron more. Now, they haven't really fully revealed the Overlord Megatron, right, Shane?
Nope.
Yeah, so
just that picture I sent you.
Yeah.
And you know what I think when I see this? I think of the Prime 1, the Batman Berserk mashup that they did that everyone's like, what the fuck is this? This reminds me of a Gundam Optimus Prime mashup. And I think it works better than the Batman Berserk mashup. To me, like I said, to me, this could be a Bayformer easily. I don't see a difference between this and Jet Power or Jet Pack or Jet Master.
Jetwing, you mean?
Jetwing, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want both of them so they look fucking crazy in person. You just walk in the room and be like,
what
nuts.
It's gonna be gigantic. I can't wait to see it in your collection, Mike.
Yeah, I plan to get put Jetwing and Jet Power up here maybe, and then War Tank beside him, and just be like, what the.
Oh, that's gonna look. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, Superman.
And then I've got all this open over here. So.
What size is that shelf right there, Justin?
Oh, well, this is my temporary room, and I've told Mike what I want to do is I want to build 48-inch depth shelves. I'm going to go massive.
Nice.
See, I've got a wall in my basement that's unfinished. It's 70 foot by 14 foot tall. So I can put anything down there. But right now, these are 24-inch depth. So the way Hulkbuster is actually turned is the way he faces. It sits pretty good. It's just that they got this one piece here. I don't even know what you call it, but it is not magnetized on the bottom of it, and it just comes right off. Mike will know what it is. This piece down there, with the
the it's like a broken piece of arm or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't actually. I mean, it won't fall off, but I mean, I wish they had magnetized it. But that's the only thing sticking off right now.
Yeah, the peg is big enough, but I wish the magnet was better. I don't know why.
If you pay $4,000 for a statue, you'd think they put a magnet in it, but
well, it's kind of like the Infinity Studios Batfleck bust that we were talking about. The head just literally rests on it.
Oh yeah.
And if you pick that damn thing up without thinking about it, the head goes flying off. And
Shane, I just busted my Batfleck. I just decapitated his whole head. So yeah.
Why?
Because the head
It
doesn't
was-
magnetize in.
It wasn't on purpose. I've lifted that thing 10 or 12 times, and all of a sudden it went boop, and I was trying to grab the head. Well, when I tried to grab the head, the arm hit the thing, and it went. I said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck, that sucks, man.
It happens.
Like when I see people post pictures of their glass shelving, which I don't know how they could do glass. I wouldn't sleep at night with my anxiety. I couldn't.
Yeah, they
I
double
couldn't
paint
do
it.
glass
But
shelving. I don't care how much they fucking layer it. But when I see people with broken statues, even if it's a statue, like I'm like, I would never buy that statue. I just feel heartbroken for them because I know what I would feel like. That really, really sucks, man.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get into the game for so long and if you buy so much stuff, inevitably something is going to break, and you get good at fixing it, or you have a statue doctor, or whatever, and then we got to talk about that. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit. But I guess what I wanted to bring up with this is that there actually is a lot of positivity around there. I guess it depends on whose show you're watching, or whatever. This is not a piece for everybody. I mean, shoot, this isn't even a piece for all Bayformers fans. And I think Johnny asked, "Is this an actual Bayformer?" No, it's a concept piece by Josh Nizzi. I think some people are asking, if you had to pick one, Jet Wing or this, what would you pick? I think it would be an incredibly difficult choice, but I think I'd probably pick this.
Do you know what I don't understand, Mike? So you're a big Bayformers fan. Justin, you're a Bayformers fan. A lot of people are, and that's great. What gets me is there's some Bayformers, like you said, fans that see this and they hate it. They despise it. They think it's disgusting. It's whatever, right?
Yep.
When I saw the Bayformers in the movies, I thought, who the fuck would come up with this? Why wouldn't you don't have to do exactly G1 because that wouldn't translate well on real screen, but G1-esque, right? But we could agree Bayformers are nothing like G1, like nothing at all.
Right.
But this could easily be an Optimus version in like a Bayformer movie, and people would love it. But because it wasn't in the Bayformer movie, but it's still like fucking way the fuck out there, they hate it. I don't get it. I see Jetwing and I see a big mashup and my eyes don't know where to look. And I'm like, what the fuck? This thing, it looks cool. It's very intricate, but I don't get it. I don't know why people hate this, but love that. It doesn't make sense to me. Just because it wasn't in one of the movies. And the movie Jetwing was in, the movie sucked anyway. But the piece, no one likes Transformers 4 or 5. Fuck out of here. But, what's the big deal? I don't get the hate. If you're going to hate this, hate the other ones. Hate Bayformers. If you hate all Bayformers, which I'm not a Bayformer fan, and I don't hate anything, I don't get it. I just don't get the hate.
Oh, you know what? Casual Nerd brought this up. The Queen one is probably my favorite with Optimus and Megatron. Justin, did you see the Queen version, the diorama of Megatron and Optimus?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Do you like that one?
I don't really care for Megatron, to be honest. I don't have to have Megatron in my. Yeah, it's just like Joker. People love Joker and the Batman. I don't have to have a Joker in my thing. I was like, I'm weird like that, man.
You don't have a Joker statue?
Only Joker I have is a hot toy, and I think it's from the Arkham. Yeah, I've got it up here on a glass shelf.
Oh shit, you collect hot toys too?
Well, I started out 5 months ago with some dolls. That's what my wife called them. And I bought like 4 or 5 of them, and then I switched to statues. Now she says I like colored rock, and I'm like, yeah.
If you did collect a Joker, would it be a movie Joker or would it be a comic Joker?
Well, I play all the video games as well because I have a lot of time on my hands.
Or a video game Joker.
Yeah, that's why I got that Arkham one. I like it.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, which one? Aren't there a couple?
This one's this is the Asylum one.
Is that the one where he's holding on and he's got the gun at his head?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great piece. Is that the one John bought?
But this one's the hot toy one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't own an actual statue of it.
Okay.
So God, I think it's kind of refreshing, kind of going through my own collecting evolution and being like, okay, you don't have to buy that. You don't have to have the entire line. And that way,
no, you don't.
It gets too cluttered.
Yeah, it does. But then I can see, well, I got plenty of money. You got plenty of money. But I can see, like, let's say if I spent 20 grand on a line, well, I could wait and I could get 2 or 3 of these bigger pieces with that 20 grand, and how the
Exactly.
shipping's coming up. It's like, why? It's a piece I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's cool, but I don't
Mhm.
really care for it, and it's taking up space. So
Right, and that's exactly what I was going to
that's my
say.
mindset.
No, that's the perfect mindset because let's talk about price for a second. So the Godzilla diorama that's shipping pretty soon is like 56 something or 58 something plus ship, and it's essentially 3 statues. But when you put them all together, they're about what 50 something inches long, and they're 30 something inches high, and X amount in depth. This Power Master is almost as big as that diorama by itself. So I kind of am comparing this to that to kind of give me like a price like reality check essentially. But here's the other thing: if you're focusing and you're like, okay, I like Optimus and I like Bayformers, but I don't do the entire line. Okay, this is like 2 Prime 1 1/3 scales. So don't buy one more Prime 1 statue this year and boom, you
Yeah.
have this. It's 40 by 40 by 40. You can get 2 3rd scale Batmans, probably more expensive than this combined, or you can get this. So the price is not that far off for people, being like, oh my God, this
Yeah.
we're crazy. Prime 1 is nuts. Look at the Batman statues.
The
Freaking
other funny thing, the
expensive.
Fabok that everybody got, and they were complaining about the shipping being 600 to 800 depending on where you live. Well,
Mm-hmm.
this right here was 800 and I want to say $60 shipped from Prime 1 already. Now they
Mm-hmm.
might charge you some kind of surcharge on some when it comes to the States, but it's gonna be like 3 or 4 boxes.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't 4 boxes.
I'd say 4
I'd be
or
shocked.
5.
Oh man, do they have, does Prime 1 and anyone in the chat let us know, does Prime 1 have a 5 box statue?
And Mike,
I've
I'm
never.
going to play devil's advocate for a sec. Now, I
Okay.
realize what you're saying about comparing this to other statue prices, but we
Yep.
could agree that statue prices are fucking retarded right now, and shipping is even more
Oh yeah,
retarded
they're
right now.
overinflated. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
colored rocks. It's just it is
but
what it is.
just to put this in perspective, Mike,
Sure.
if you get the DX, the Deluxe, the Prestige, whatever the fuck they're calling this, the high end one here, $4,500.
Yep.
Han Solo in Carbonite was $2,500 more than this, life size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That just puts it in perspective how expensive this actually is.
Okay, hang on. I have an answer for that. So let's focus on Han Solo and Carbonite just for a second because I do own that. And that Han Solo and Carbonite is literally a hollow fiberglass rectangle with some decent painting and a cast iron rod, a couple of like wooden boards, and some LED lights, and that's it. I mean, there's no engineering, there's no fancy machining, printing. And I'm not an engineer, and I'm not, at least not when it comes to statues and stuff like that. I can see how it would be way easier to produce that. If anything, I think that the Han Solo and Carbonite is overpriced. Well, it definitely is overpriced.
Really, even in today's market, considering the size of it, 7 feet tall.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs,
What'd you think?
maybe 250 pounds total, including the base.
And it's over 7 feet tall, right?
It's over 7 feet tall,
depending on what version you get, apparently. But
here, so let's back up. What do I think is the most valuable 1-to-1 statue in the market right now? It's
Dragon Ball Z.
Queen. Okay, yeah, you stole it. Yeah,
Right?
I was gonna say technically beautiful. I was gonna say like a movie based.
Okay.
I was gonna say the Queen Studios Iron Man, like the Mark 7, the Mark 85, and the Mark 50, especially the Mark 50, are the greatest value in 1-to-1 statues. I'm not including customs in that, or I'm not including, suits and stuff like that. But the details and the painting and the weight of these Queen Studios blows the Sideshow ones out of the water. And the price is about the same when you convert it to US. Now, I know that the Mark III and the Mark 85, I'm just trying to think of what just came out, are a little bit more expensive. They're starting to push up into like 10, 11K. But that whole Han Solo seems like it's worth $4,000 compared to this Iron Man.
So let me ask you, your Dragon Ball Z, you got 2 life size, right?
I have 3 life size. Yeah.
3. Okay.
Mhm.
You love all of them. I think they look fantastic. I'm not even a Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z fan, and they look fantastic.
Yeah.
How much were they each without shipping?
Oh, okay.
Roughly. Wasn't
So-
one like $2,200?
Yeah, 2,200. I just bought the new Namek Goku was only 2,100. Yeah, Dragon
You can
Ball.
buy 2 life-size Dragon Ball Z statues for less than this Optimus Prime. And I'm not saying this Optimus Prime in particular. I'm not picking on it because whatever.
Right.
I'm just saying like statues today, and especially Prime 1, is so overpriced for what other companies, some other companies could show you what you could get for that value. It's crazy to me.
Here's the way I kind of put into perspective is there's so much detail on this thing.
Yes.
Okay, you can come see me and I can give you a denture and replace all of your teeth for $2,000. Or I can replace a single tooth with a titanium implant, with beautiful, construction engineering that's going to last a long time, and it's going to cost $6,000 for one tooth. And so a lot of people will say, well, shoot, give me the denture. It's like, okay, well, the denture looks nice, but it has less utility. Right. So what I'm saying is, okay, something costs a lot more, but it's a lot more intricate. In order to place that implant, I mean, okay, I need to, get your tooth out, remove the infection. I need to go ahead and design your surgery. I need to implement your surgery. I need to get the titanium in your bone, graft the defects, forget about everything that goes around it, the numbing, the sedation, everything. Versus the denture, take an impression, make your denture, they're more complicated now, digital and printed and all that. But that's kind of where I'm looking. The Han Solo is kind of like the denture. This is kind of like the implant. They're both beautiful. They're both great. They both serve a purpose. But from a technical perspective, there is a shit ton more cost that goes into this. I mean, this thing, can you imagine being the CAD designer on this thing? I don't even know how you would do it. There has to be.
You got to be an architect to design this shit.
I mean, how many pieces are we going to get in a box versus how many damn pieces did they have to design and print and then put together before they put it in the box? So that's kind of how I'm looking at this from a purely engineering perspective, and the amount of hours that goes into it. And I'm just trying to compare it to something that I know really well. The denture is a wonderful value. You're just going to replace all of your teeth. You're going to look beautiful. The implant is going to last forever. It's going to replace one tooth, but it's technically more complex. So
I agree with you that this is definitely more intricate. I don't think there's a more intricate piece out there. But on the other hand, if you look at it from the other perspective, the Dragon Ball Z life-size statues are much bigger if you get like the overall how big they are and what you get bang for your buck.
Yep.
There's no right or wrong, right? It's all subjective, and well, you're getting all of it. So it is what it is. I was just putting it out there that it just shows how expensive these 1/4 scale-esque statues are for what you could get for other companies for life size. Like 2 life-size statues that you absolutely love and rate with light up features.
I know.
Less than this one statue.
I know, man. I know. But you know what this is?
But that's where we are nowadays.
This is going to be on a turntable, centerpiece,
100%.
somewhere in my main movie room.
I would love to see this with your fuck. I gotta stop drinking. Jet power, and what's the other fucking one? Jet Master? No, not Jet Master.
Jet power, jet wing, jet power, and yeah.
Right. I'd love to
Master.
see all 3 of these side by side. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be an awesome display.
If it was me, that's my display right there. My 3 Optimus Primes. Boom. With this one right in the middle.
Yeah. I have till 2024 to make that happen.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one thing. I need to try and make either I'm gonna make like I said, 48-inch depth shelf or a pedestal and customize it out just for this because it's gonna be so much bigger than anything else.
Yeah, it's fucking
huge. It's this thing needs custom display.
You said 40 by 40 by 40, give or take?
Just about, yep.
That's crazy. I don't even have
That's
anything
nuts.
that comes close to that. I got a couple statues that are 40 plus, but they're not
Well,
40 by 40. That's
well, you
huge.
have your Puerto Rican Superman. That's 42, so you can get.
I
the
got
height.
the Puerto Rican Superman, and I got
Mhm.
Ghost Rider, which is like 40 inches long.
Okay, so it's a Ghost Rider plus a
But
Superman.
he's like 12, 13 inches, 14 inches wide.
Yeah.
And then who the fuck knows what he is? He's 18 inches high or whatever because he's on a bike. But he's not 40 by 40 by 40.
My other problem is I
Uh,
can't find motorized turntables big enough for that. Only thing I can find now is 24-inch. They used to be 28-inch, but now nobody sells them, and I'd want to get like 30 if you could find them. But I'm gonna see if I can find somebody
For me,
customize them.
you know what though? It's not
Yeah.
really the size that matters as much as the weight capacity. Because you could get a smaller turntable underneath a big piece, and as long as
Yeah,
you're
I'm scared
on
about
a level
how
floor
much.
that's not going to be shaking, you're
the
fine.
tipping.
It's just
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
have the weight
scared about
capacity.
the weight distribution. I don't know.
It'd be
Like I
interesting
have
to
some
see.
big pieces that I put a small turntable underneath because you
Yeah,
can't, or a small
Can't
lazy
see it.
Susan because you can't see it.
because like I said,
But
when I busted that bust, there's nothing in that
it's
damn thing.
balanced.
It's very thin. It's all
Yeah.
hollow.
Dude, I have just to give you some perspective, I have my war tank on one of these. It's only
Okay, I've
18
seen
inches.
that. I had that Hulk on the 24, and it was
Right.
all right. But then I got worried. I was like, nah, I'm taking it off.
I mean, if you want to be really, really secure, but oh, wait a minute, I have my jet power or jet wing and my shockwave on. Oh no, I have a 24-inch on those. Okay, never mind.
See, I would like to have like I said, that massive type of shelving where I'm going to go, and then have all the big pieces on like a 30 plus turntable, and they could all rotate. That's why I want 48-inch tall, 48-inch depth, and that way they could I could push a button and they just all rotate.
Fuck, that's
at
awesome.
one.
Yeah, that'd be
And I could
amazing.
do 2 and 3 high because I got the space down there, and it
Right.
would just be like, I don't know,
Yeah,
it'd be crazy.
That'd be sick.
Like I got
think
my Prime 1 Hush Superman, and you guys own it, and I have it on a 10-inch turntable, so I could turn it when people come down. I could turn it around if I want.
well, I can see
It
that.
holds weight because that it's a heavy duty Lazy Susan, and it's good for like 150 pounds, which is more than enough. And it's fine. It's balanced perfectly. It's all about finding that
Yeah.
balance.
Wherever you put the
Yeah.
Superman, it's just badass. So it's just
Yeah, oh
great.
yeah. It
Oh, yeah,
draws
yeah.
everyone's eye.
I've stuck
Yep.
it everywhere and had it different places, and I always like, boom, there it is.
Do you think the skin tone on it's a little dark for Superman?
Oh Jesus.
I've seen y'all's videos about that.
No, honest question. Do you think it's a little dark?
It's fine to me. I mean, I'm like Mike. I pay for it. I'm good with it.
Well, I'm good with it too. It's one of my favorite pieces in my collection, but it's a little tan.
Yeah.
Small discrepancy, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe I
All
got
right.
a special collector's edition. I don't know.
No, you got the special edition, just like I got the special edition carbonite. That's 2 inches shorter.
Oh yeah, that
So-
whole fiasco.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm super excited to see this in 2024, and oh, I know what I want to ask. Okay, just go around the table here. What's the ES for the Ultimate Deluxe version?
Of that power
Of the power. Yep.
Optimus. Fuck.
Mhm.
So we're talking about the 4500.
The 4500. What's the ES? And fine. What's the ES of the cheaper one too?
I'll say 150 for the dentist version, and then for the commoner version, I'll say 250.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you take that money and times it by 4,000, 4,500, the Prime One's still fucking making
Yeah,
bank.
that is a lot when you look at it that way. They have been doing like the ones without all the accessories, just the basic being 100 on a lot of stuff I've seen lately. So I'll say 100 on the one without all the stuff, and then with the one with the stuff, I'll say 300.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of more what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna say 150 on the basic, and I'm gonna say 350 on the Ultimate Edition. But
because you got to think it's worldwide. I mean, we're
Mhm.
just a small pebble
Oh yeah.
Canada and United States. I mean, we don't even make up anywhere close to the world's population. There's a lot of really crazy people out there that don't even come on YouTube, don't even come on Instagram, and they got this crazy collection.
Yeah, crazy money. And and see, look at the the Godzilla diorama. I mean, everyone was going freaking out. Oh my God, there's 500 of this, and it's never gonna sell. It's gonna sell, and they're gonna make their money. Because we're
people
not the
forget
only ones
about the
buying.
Asia market. First of all, like you said, there's two billions of people there, and especially this Optimus. That's really like what they like. A lot of Asians love the Bayformers.
Yeah.
And they're going to love this piece because of how intricate it is and how big it is. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, Jojo. Okay, hold on. I'm just real curious. What is the Jetwing?
There you go.
Let's look up the Jetwing ES.
800.
You got it, Jojo.
Is it 800? Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's $799.
Yeah.
I click on that shipping every day. I'm like, is it off the boat yet? Is it off the boat yet? Never off the boat.
Dude. Yeah,
Look, I got
700.
a piece coming out. Check it 3 times a day. I'm like, fuck
Shane, they piss you off because they pre-do you a label a month ago, and it doesn't update until and I'm like, oh, ask why.
You think that's bad? When I order a custom and it comes by boat, I see all these collectors like 30 days, 40 days later in the States. Oh, I got my piece. It's awesome. Give me double that. And then I got it.
Oh, yours got to go back to Canada.
What the fuck takes 40 days to go from the States to Canada by boat? What are you going around the fucking? Like, the fuck is going on here? Bullshit.
Goes down to Mexico, comes down to Florida, comes back up.
Yeah.
You get like the passport stamped on it. Oh, geez. Yeah, dude. I think maybe 500. I might change my number to 500 for the ultimate
because of the
extreme.
500. Yeah, you're probably right. What the fuck? I don't know.
Well, because I think you're right. I think that the Asian market is gonna jump all over that one, and
dude, they got nothing to lose by making more and leaving it for sale for a year or two.
Because even if
you're right,
they have to discount this at some point, which they won't. I don't think this will ever show up on like one of their winter, summer, spring sales. They're not going to lose any money. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. So let's see. John's not here yet. This is what I primarily wanted to talk about. Again, just because there's so much hate out there. What should we talk about next?
Community, come on.
Oh yeah, I know.
Did you pay in full for your Gohan bust, or did you put on a payment plan?
For the Katie.
Yeah, the reason why I put mine on a payment plan, and they just billed me. I was like, oh, email.
Oh yeah, no. So I always do for Katie. I do deposit and then pay in full. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
just because.
I'm like painful.
No, I usually do it, but for that, it ain't coming out for a while.
No, the only time I do payment plans, and actually I should do them more often now, just because it is really nice to be like, oh, Captain 1/2 Queen Studio is shipping. It's paid off. Great. I should do that more. I do it a lot on Spec Fiction, just because you could do. Sometimes the deposit button is sold out, and so your only option is either pay in full or do the what's it called?
Well, usually on Spec he says
the flex
pay in full. You save like a couple $100, I think.
The flex plan.
Yeah, you save
every now and then. I've seen on the website, but you have to highlight it a weird way, and it'll say if you pay in full, you get free shipping. But I don't know if that's an error on their end or something fishy.
Oh, really?
It's also cheaper if you pay in full.
I've seen that
on a plan.
Yeah, no, it is cheaper if you pay in full.
Not by too much, but a couple $100.
Yeah, I mean, for some things that are out like 2 years, I'm just like, well, forget it. But I will do the flex pay thing, and whatever the terms are, just let it go. And I mean, I think I have a bunch of things paid off at Spec at this point.
There's no interest, so you ain't losing nothing.
Oh yeah, so why wouldn't you? And then the only thing I don't like to do payment plans for is things that I might like come back and cancel. Now I don't really buy things from Spec that I'm going to go and cancel. Matter of fact, I hate canceling from retailers, and that's one of the primary reasons I enjoy going to Prime One Direct, because typically you get your NRD back, and when they send you that email, oh hey, ready to ship, shipping has been increased, you can cancel and get your NRD back. and they're like, and they don't care. So that's why I like going direct for Prime One. Just let's say I do change my mind on this Power Master in 2 years or next year, chances are shipping is going to be more expensive, and you get your $450 NRD back.
Yeah, the way I look at things, when I buy something and I hit the button, that money's gone. I don't even need it because I buy with stuff I don't need. So I'm just like, it's already in a fire somewhere, burned it away. I don't look at it as a lot of these other people trying to flip stuff.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, you mean like
Well, I
trying to
mean,
buy to
understand the flip to move for space and stuff like that, but just to buy to sell,
Yeah, no. Well, you're getting to the point now where flipping is almost impossible unless the ES is super low or it's a super old piece. Shane, what do you think about that?
I agree. If anyone buys a piece to flip nowadays, you're crazy. Like the market's so volatile, it's hard to tell. But I agree with you guys. It's really hard. And then you got these pieces like some Storm that sells for 3 times retail. Sure. Why? Yeah. Great piece, fantastic shit. I want one. But is it worth 3 times retail compared to, I don't know, XM? I don't even fucking know what I'm looking at, but XM Material, which is a great piece. Like, I'm not trying to compare the two. I don't want people, Storm's better. I don't give a shit what's better. I'm just saying you could get that Material for like $300 below retail. It's so hard to tell what's going to be the next big thing.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
a lot of statues over the last 17 years that were going to be the next big thing, and they ended up being a flop, and they sell below retail a year and a half, 2 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I think is the big thing right now?
I am, Rashid. I fucking am. Talking shit about me.
Oh god. What I think is the current big thing is the Hulkbuster. Right behind Justin. I think that is the current big thing. I think that it's selling out. I think people are getting it in hand. No one has anything bad to say about it. And everyone who's kind of on the fence or kind of wanted it is like, damn, I need to buy this now. And can you even buy it anywhere?
Maybe. I don't know if Spec still has it or not. You have to check.
Well, here, I'll pull up these pictures.
I know that and War Tank's pretty low now. And then I think the next thing for like 2023, I know a lot of people's getting this Joker Dragon thing, and I've told you I don't like it. I think it looks weird. But I think the main thing is going to be Maestro on Throne, which I was telling you you're going to need. You're going to be like the bodybuilder trying to like pick up them stones to pick that thing up.
Yep.
So I think that thing, once people see that in person, it's going to be like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it's unboxed, like art or somebody unboxes it.
That Maestro should be hitting, I'm thinking pretty soon. XM hasn't released their build video yet, but it's got to be pretty soon. They released their video of the production version. I
was looking at the sizes and the weights, and I was calculating, switching it from centimeters to inches and kilograms to pounds. It's like 350 pounds shipped and 340 or 330 pounds just the actual statue. So
that is nuts.
So didn't you say Thanos was like 300 and something behind you?
Thanos is about 350 pounds. Yeah.
So okay, well, let's be about 330. So, but it's more compact. It's just, I don't know. You're gonna be carrying it up the steps.
Yeah, it has to go from the garage up the steps, and then I don't know where I'm going to put that thing yet. I'm hoping that we're going to see that the base, the rotating base of the Maestro is going to be separate, and then because on the Scar Hulk that you'll see tomorrow or when you unpack it, it's one thing, and then the only thing that's separate are like the battle axes and the spears and all that stuff. And so luckily it's maybe like 70 pounds and it's not too difficult it has areas where you can actually lift it. This Maestro, I don't know, man. That's gonna be nuts.
It's a beautiful piece. Maybe later on I'll grab one, but right now I don't have the room for that until I fix my stuff. Plus the weight, I'd have to reinforce the freak out of something for that. These say 1,200 to 1,800 pounds, but
I wouldn't chance it.
I wouldn't chance it like that. No.
You know what's going to be crazy? is probably in 2 years when LBS comes out with their Hulkbuster.
Oh,
Yeah, he does.
yeah.
A
He was-
1/3 scale classic comic Hulkbuster.
Yes.
If he
Gonna
does
be sick.
Hulkbuster and Gladiator Hulk, he sent me a thing maybe about. I was like, I'll buy it. And then maybe a DC line. I said that might be the only line I actually do because
Mhm.
the quality just looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 questions for you, Justin.
Yeah, man.
If you could only collect one licensed company for statues, which would it be?
Prime one.
Prime one?
Wow.
And if you could only collect one IP for statues, one intellectual property, what would it be?
It'd be Batman because that's what I started with.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair enough. Great
Yeah,
picks.
Batman stuff got me going. I started with the Arkham Batman. It's up there because, like I told you, I played the video games, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then I got that, and then I got the Affleck one, and then the Fabok everybody picks on the leg, which in person it doesn't look bad at all. You don't even notice it.
Right.
And then the Hush one,
Mm-hmm.
and
You
then
guys play-
that Grim Knight.
The Grim
Do
Knight's
you guys
sweet.
play video games at all?
Oh yeah, I do. That's all I used to do. I used to run guilds on MMOs and like have like 200 or 300 people in my Discord and go PvP and PK people, and
Okay. Wait. Now
Man.
you're getting me excited.
they'd
Have
cry.
you ever played a
so
video
bad.
game called Shadowbane?
Yes, I played it. Ultima Online came out in '96.
Ultima. Yeah.
Ultima
was
Online
good.
started in 1996. I played that. Then it was EverQuest. Then it was Shadowbane. Shadowbane was the first game in like '98 that came out with you could siege. So you'd get with your own clan
Love
and you
it.
could
Drop a
siege.
bane on someone.
Yes. That's
I
what
was talking
changed
to
everything.
Crippler yesterday, and he mentioned video games because he was a video game tester.
Oh,
I
okay.
mentioned Shadowbane because I'm a huge PvP fan. That's what I love. I don't play the single player games much. And I mentioned Shadowbane, and he's actually an old Shadowbane guy, and so am I. I'm a hardcore
that's
Shadowbane
cool.
back in the day. And it's very rare to find a Shadowbane guy.
Yeah.
That's cool. What server
then-
did you used to play on back in the day?
I could not tell you.
I used to play on Morning.
And then after that was Ashran's Call, and then it just kept going and going and going and going.
That's fucking cool that you played Shadowbane.
On Ultima Online, you used to be able to tame these dragons or worms, and you go PK people and kill them with a dragon. And, and then they'd complain.
I played
and whine.
Ultima a little bit, not as much.
You know, people still pay for that, and
Really?
certain servers they do because they role play. It's a 2D game, and the graphics look like you're on NES. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm thinking of getting that game on PS5, the Midnight Suns.
It looks pretty good. I haven't got it yet.
Game,
I
which
played
I
Gotham
love
Knights.
turn-based strategy games.
Uh-huh.
My jam back in the day, back in Final Fantasy and
Yeah.
Dragon Warrior and those kind of games.
I
love
played all
those.
the Dragon Warriors. Right now, I got Dragon Quest. I'm playing that on PS5 because they have them on sale. So I was like, why not?
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting that game.
Yeah.
So
If anybody plays Midnight Suns in the chat and you like it, let me know because I'm about to buy it.
I want to bring up. Hang on a second. I want to bring this up here.
Oh,
Do
Lane
you guys?
Sorry.
What was that?
Lane
I'm
has.
sorry. Payne?
Lane.
Oh, Lane. Oh,
There we go.
there we go. Shane, could you see XM doing a classic Poison Ivy at some point?
Yeah, I think at some point they will. I mean, I can't see why not. Why not?
So, did you guys look into this new XM line, like the
I
Four
saw R
Horsemen?
opened. I seen R open. I meant that what he is open.
I seen
Oh,
it.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he opened all three of them, I think.
I'm a big fan of the sculptor Marco Plouffe.
Oh, these look sick.
He's really, really good. He's a great sculptor.
Holy crap, this looks amazing.
Hold strong, Mike Curation.
Yeah, you gotta get more Iron Man.
Mike
Man.
Curation, Mike.
You
You
gotta
say
have.
every day in the chat to us.
We gotta come there one day, and you'll have like 500 Iron Man just lined up. You say, "Screw one Hall of Armor. I've got 30."
And honestly, that would be amazing. That's the vision.
Oh, I know it would be. It would be amazing. Especially if
So
you've done the
cool.
lights right and had the walls and the panels up.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be so good.
And you got to get some like autographs, and you got to get some like I got jerseys on the wall. I got like well, they're signed and everything, and I got like custom jerseys, and they got the video boards in them of highlights. So you got to get like Iron Man movie highlights and put it in the picture, and then it plays like the scenes, your favorite scenes to movies. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be neat. That would
They
be
do that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Justin, if you had to classify yourself, I realize you like the video games, the Arkham games, but if you had to classify yourself, video games aside, comic book or movie, what would you say for statues?
Probably movie first, then comic,
Okay.
but I do both.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fair.
It's just because I didn't grow up reading comics. I didn't know nothing about it. I was mainly games and cards. So,
Okay.
like where I live was like probably 8,000 people. It might be 12,000 people now. And so
Wow.
there's no card store, there's no comic store. Walmart really don't sell nothing, So that's basically
Right.
all that's around here.
Makes sense. It's what you have a connection to.
Yeah.
The pestilence. I'm gonna look this up.
You know, Kevin.
Damn, Todd's website's having a little bit of issue here. The edition sizes are pretty low on these. 200?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I'm not going to get them, but I think they look beautiful.
Yeah.
If it's a big thing, people will get into it if people are really into it. I don't know nothing about it. But
I
200's
mean,
low.
Let's see. So here we go. Tom was telling me that he's going to probably get into this, and he said that there's like a whole. They tell you all about it, like on the website, and I'm guessing that this is it. And there's an angel line apparently that's coming out also. He's like, when you read into it, it's actually pretty cool. So I probably shouldn't read into it because I'll probably think it's cool and want to buy it. But these all look. Is anyone getting these?
They do look great.
Okay, they actually built the lore. Okay, so yeah, Tom told me that they're, and correct me if I'm wrong, that they're like trying to do like a video game with this, or like everything's designed and oh wow, holy crap, there's like a timeline and everything. Yeah, I need to get away from this. I need to get away.
Hashtag curation.
Yeah. I'm trying. Oh, that looks pretty good. If anyone's getting into that line besides Tom, let me know. I think they look beautiful.
They do.
Four more after the angel, the 4 elements. Okay, so they're doing. Okay, this is going to be the horsemen, the angels, the elements. So this is going to end up being like what 16 to 20 statues probably by the time they're done, right?
I don't know.
That's what it seems like.
Shit! Look who made it.
Oh my god!
Right?
Now the party begins.
Yep,
Okay,
right.
well we're wrapping up.
What's up, John?
And
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
dude, what's going on?
All right. What you guys looking at?
We're looking at the 4 Horsemen XM. They're pretty cool looking. Pretty cool looking.
So a lot of people don't know the sculptor Marco Plouffe who did these. He's really good. He excels in androids, robotics type stuff, like stuff that you'd really be into, Mike. But he also did the sideshow Punisher, the recent one, where he's walking down the steps with the bat and the makeup.
Okay,
He's
dude,
a really good sculptor.
This sculpt is beautiful. I mean, these are all incredible.
Yeah, he does great work.
They're really good.
He's someone I'd love to get on the show. I've talked to him a couple times in the past. I'd love to get Marco on the show.
Oh, look at this guy. Hold on a second. Look at this display.
Nice.
Fucking John just long talking it, eh? Look at this.
Wow.
Looks great, John. Wow.
I'm about halfway there. I got so much stuff I'm moving and adjusting. So I'm still ways away, but It's getting
But
there.
it looks good. I love the lights. Okay, what kind of lights do you have going on back there?
I got some gobies finally.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw Justin posting some stuff, and I know Mike, you've mentioned it, and I've kind of got to that point of where lighting's that next step. So
Yeah, I've done my whole house almost on the outside.
Yeah,
they're so cool. They're so advanced compared to anything else. I'm definitely all in on gobies. So,
dude, well, John. And we're just kind of talking about whatever. Oh, what's up, Dennis? I see Dennis made it. What's going on, buddy? We got MCAS. What's up? So a lot of people start showing up around like 10:15. So that's good. Yeah, we got about 60 people here. I guess question for anyone that knows, for the Four Horsemen stuff, and Shane, maybe are these original concepts or are they based on something? And maybe Tom probably knows too.
you're muted, Shane.
You're muted, John. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know, obviously, the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, but I don't know about these Four Horsemen. I don't know. It seems like it would be from a comic book.
Tom said it's original.
There you go. Tom's the expert. Tom knows.
Yep. Dang, that's pretty good. All right. I know one thing that we'll talk about just because it's getting a little late, and it's one of the topics that was based on. We always we always create a title for these shows, and sometimes we never even talk about the title. But collection room or storage room. We talked about Power Master already. We're pretty positive on that. So, okay, I'm at a point now, and you guys know the purge is real. Been selling stuff. Justin's picking up a couple statues tomorrow. I've been talking to people online, and the cool thing about selling things is that you meet people and you make friends. I start sending them videos of the statue in my room, and then we're like, hey, you like this line, XYZ, whatever. But anywho, I feel like there are some pieces that I don't want to display right now, but I also don't want to sell. And an example of that is the KD Dragon Ball Z Android 19 versus Vegeta. And it's basically an android, and the Vegeta pegs in horizontally on the android's face, and it's a scene from the manga or from the anime.
Yes.
And it is beautiful, and apparently it's very difficult to find. And I think it's so cool. I don't have a good place to put it right now because everything is in flux in the other room, and I'm getting offers 700, 900, maybe 1,000. I don't know if I want to sell it, so I'm thinking, and this is not just this statue, but a couple. I'm just going to box it up and put it somewhere until I have either the right space or the right, diorama or something. So I find myself, my storage units used to be just empty cardboard boxes, but now they're starting to be empty cardboard boxes and statues boxed up. At what point do you say, nah, screw it, just sell it? Or no, oh no, actually you should keep it. So can we talk about that a little bit?
Do you have a life size of those two pieces?
No, the quarter scale, man.
No.
Oh, sorry.
3 life size Dragon Ball Z.
So I have a
Vegeta or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I do have a life size Vegeta, but I don't have any life size androids, and I mean, it would be freaking huge, man. Android 19, but it's such a well done diorama, and it's extremely difficult to find. I'm like, well, why don't I just hold on to it until I can create the space? Or you guys know that I'm gonna change houses at some point in the next 5 to 10 years, and it's gonna be bigger and have bigger room and XYZ, and maybe I can bring it to my office. So, when do you sell something? When do you store something? Go, Shane.
Do you plan, well, I guess for this specifically, do you plan on having or want to have a 1/4 scale Dragon Ball Z line? If the answer is no and you just want, yes, then keep it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you need $900.
No.
Then keep it.
Okay.
Keep it in a box. Keep it in your storage. If you want a 1/4 scale Dragon Ball Z line, then you hold on to it. If you don't, then you sell it. That simple.
John, what do you think?
Let's go to Justin. I'm having.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'd hold on to it. I know you like DBZ, unless you think they're gonna make something better, and you decide, well, I want that better version. You know what I mean? Then you have it
So
there to let go of it.
yeah, and that's a good point too. So what if something better comes along? I think this company, KD Collectibles, they just keep outdoing themselves, but I
Yeah.
don't see them going back and doing like, hey, here's our 2.0 version, or here's our repaint.
Yeah.
I also don't see, well, with Dragon Ball Z, it's crazy because there's so many recasters and there's so many, companies that basically just steal concepts. They'll do
still
the
a
same
lot.
exact statue. Yeah, there's a ton.
They stole Last Sleep like 3 times. 3 different people stole that UI Goku now.
Yeah, and no one can do it as good.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those statues that's kind of like the pinnacle of the scene. And I don't think a company like okay, let's talk Dragon Ball Z just a second. Last Sleep, KD Collectibles, figure class is okay.
There's Temple, there's MRC, and there's
MRC. Temple's good.
that whatever
Uh,
LX, but I think they just did that life size for you.
Yeah, but those are like, if you think of quality, okay, repeatable quality, good packaging, good paint job. Last
KD
Sleep,
and Last Sleep, yeah.
KD and Last Sleep, yeah. They're almost like licensed, basically. They might as well be licensed.
Yeah.
KD or Last Sleep here.
That's the ones everybody buys.
Yeah, because they're huge and they do conceptual type stuff. Last Sleep. What's the one? Goku War or whatever.
You talking about the one with the massive diorama that just went out for like $3,000 or something?
Yep, here it is.
You said you was going to get it.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about this last time. Here, let's pull this up.
It's pretty nuts in person if you've seen that.
This thing. Holy crap.
Fuck, how big is that thing?
Hey baby, I'm on the stream.
Each figure is 1/6. So you have Vegeta, Broly, Cell, Frieza, Goku, Boo, all 1/6, and then I guess Dragon's bigger than this, so it's a non-scale dragon. The thing is massive.
Yeah, I've seen somewhere they give head sculpts for Goku. I think he like 2 or 3 different ones. He can go like Super Saiyan 3.
Yep.
I think that's 2.
Yeah.
How tall is that, Mike?
It's huge.
It's 108 centimeters. So what is that? 50
It's huge for DBZ though. I mean, it's gonna be
108. What is that, like 46?
46, 47?
My only issue is how they're going to make these.
How many inches is 108 centimeters?
What's 108 centimeters?
42.5.
Wow.
You know how the Auroras are on our
Superman.
Ultra Instinct, where they're really. I mean, it's not. I don't know what the material is, but I mean, that stuff will break. That's the only thing that kills me on this. Yeah, I think that's what they make it out of. It looks really good, but you cannot move that without taking half of that apart.
That's right.
It's like needles.
Yeah, dude, this thing, you need to put this on a pedestal with a rotating thing, and you just
leave it alone.
And leave it for life.
Yeah, because I've moved my UI Goku. Last Sleep UI Goku, I moved at least 3 or 4 times. You got to take that whole damn thing apart every time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the base, it's like sticking your hand in a briar patch. It's like, oh my gosh. and then they got like pieces on each side of it. It move, and you're like, oh crap, I can't grab that. I can't grab that.
Yes, exactly. Dude, that's the worst thing when you pick up a statue and you're like, something moves, you're like, oh shit. And then it's like, hopefully you'll break it.
You just gotta hold it. You gotta take it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude, this thing. So this is Last Sleep. Yeah, unbelievable.
For Dragon Ball fans, this is pretty awesome.
But here's the interesting part. So Dragon Ball Z people are used to paying like 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000 plus ship. This thing's like what, 2,800 shipped?
Yeah, but when they see it in person or somebody reviewing it, like with the real colors, everything, and video, they're going to go crazy. Or one of these cons.
Yep. Yeah, this
It's just
thing
like at
will sell out.
Maestro I was talking about. When you see it at that con, everybody start, oh my God, look at this.
Yep. Oh yeah, I agree. So I wanted to bring this up because I think that this is like the pinnacle of Dragon Ball Z. This company, and it is, well, this one just happens to be 1/6, but they do all 1/4 stuff. So my point was, I want to keep 1/4 Dragon Ball Z because there will always be 1/4 Dragon Ball Z. Dr. Mike, do you have P1 Vegeta? Actually, I just got invoiced by Todd for P1 Vegeta, so it should be coming pretty soon.
Nice.
Yeah, probably next week, I'm guessing. Yeah,
There's
the DB
another
stuff.
company. I think is it Vasi? I think it's
Uh,
Vasi. They got a Goku. It looks like that Prime One in it, but they give you 5 or 6 head sculpts. You can go Ultra, you can go God, you can go Super, the blue. You can go blue, red, all of them.
Yep, I've seen that one. Yeah, it's pretty much like a Prime One kind of
Rip-off.
knockoff, pretty much, right?
Yeah, knockoff. But I just like all the different color head sculpts because when you play the games, you play Dokkan Battle, you play all the stuff online. You go through all the forums.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. So okay, so Justin agrees. You don't need the money. You're gonna collect the line. Keep it. Just put it away. John, let's see. So what do you think, John? You're muted, by the way.
So I've been thinking kind of about this a lot with kind of moving stuff, selling a lot of stuff, and I've kind of asked myself, does the piece speak to you? Like, as far as, is it an IP you love? Is it something growing up, that really you'll regret selling down the road? Rather than, are you selling it just because you need space, Because that's where I find myself. I'm like, am I selling something just because I need space? Where, like you, Mike, I'll probably have a bigger space within the next few years. Will I regret selling that piece? So I think for you, you're a big DBZ guy. So I think it's easy enough for you just to keep it. So, because that's where, like, I'm looking at shelves and I'm trying to map out each shelf, and I'm like looking at my pre-order list, and I'm kind of like, I don't have space for everything, but there are pieces that I love enough that I will probably just keep boxed up because I know down the road I'm going to want it. And it's an IP I love and a piece I love enough that I'll keep it boxed up for as long as I need to. So
I think that really is the way to go. And so John and I are kind of doing this at the same time. Like I did the same thing. I mapped out my other room. I'm trying to figure out where everything's going to go, and because this is the year of some really big stuff, and they're coming in soon, at least for me. The Queen Studio Spider-Man 1-to-1, the Sauron Infinity Studios 1-to-1 bust. I just finally opened the Infinity Studios Ring Wraith bust, which, by the way, is amazing. What else is coming? The Queen Studios Balrog Polda edition, which I'm just racking my brain on where I'm going to put it. But also Mark III Queen Studios 1-to-1, Mark 85 Queen Studios 1-to-1. And I also have the T800 endoskeleton from Sideshow coming at some point. So,
and that's the hard part, Mike. As we get into bigger scales, unfortunately, you have to make more sacrifices. So, and they're ones you don't want to have to. You don't want to have to make on some of them, but
yeah, you do need to build a building.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a building. I'm putting all my boxes in it, all my crap in my basement. It's gonna be about 50 by 50, or like 16 foot high, and just throw it in there, and I'm done with it.
Yeah.
If I fill up a 50 by 50, then I got problems. Then that's when I need to stop.
Depends on how long you keep collecting statues, and if you get into life size. Dude, if you get into life size,
I would do Goku. I would like to do the different Gokus. I'd like to have all the forms and line them all up like you would do the Iron Man.
Dude, then the company you need to do for that is it's the company that's doing the Namek Goku.
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's the same one who did my UI. They will do all the iterations. They're the best and the best price.
4,200 shipped right now, if they still have any.
That is an excellent deal, and it's the greatest quality, even though it's non-licensed. Infinite Studios, that's what I'm thinking of. Infinite.
It looked really good.
It's great, and it's lightweight. Oh, it's heavy, but it's lightweight. It's easy to construct, but it feels solid. The MRC Trunks is like probably 350 pounds. That thing is a beast, and I'm getting kind of sick of things that I can't do on my own.
Yeah, it sort of sucks.
It does, because okay, so the Grimlock that I just put back in the box, I was able to deconstruct it on my own.
It's heavy.
It's extremely heavy.
And you had it in that box.
Hulkbuster. Well, yeah. Then I picked up the box, but Hulkbuster, I had to take it from this table behind me, like into my other room, and then hoist it up onto a 40-inch shelf. And I shouldn't have done that by myself, but I did.
Yeah, when I move that, I get my wife to come, and I've already moved it 3 or 4 times, and I get her to hold the bottom just in case, and then I just pick it up and I move it over. But
if you have someone holding the bottom, at least you can kind of get like finagle the peg a little bit.
It goes right up.
Yeah, my wife was asleep because it was like midnight, and I was just like, I need to do this because
you're doing it at midnight. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, dude, I was gonna finish doing your statue at midnight, but after I put my son to sleep, my wife was like, "Oh, I want to hang out." I'm like, "Well, do you want to hang out now, or do you want me to pack up the statue at midnight?" And she's like, "No, just go finish packing it." Yeah. Anyway,
you should get her to help you. Fucking two birds, one stone. Hang out and pack up the statue.
I know. I asked her that, and she's really tired. How's
she doing anyway?
She's doing great. I mean, she's doing really good, but I don't know what it'd be like to be a woman and literally have like your life sucked out of you, like by an infant. I don't get that. I guess that's why we're not women.
That's right.
Sucks to suck.
I didn't say that.
That's what I used to call my wife. Sucks to suck. She's like, you don't know. I'm like, sucks to suck. I don't know.
I mean, that's what I tell other people. But all right. So I feel better now, and people in the chat, if you want to chime in too, I agree with John. Something has to speak to me, and I'll know it for a couple of reasons. Number one is I'll sell it for a price what it's actually worth. It's something that I like. I'm going to sell it for what it's worth, because if you don't want to pay, I'm going to keep it and I'll feel good about it.
Right.
Kind of like, so I'm thinking about selling the Alita bust. Because I'm just looking, okay, what does
I can't believe. Well, I can believe because I know you, but I can't believe because it's such a good piece.
Oh, it's a beautiful piece. That Alita bust is fan-freaking-tastic. I love the
it might be the
all-metal
best
sword.
Bust I've ever seen in my life.
It's probably the most accurate bust. Yes, the accurate human. Well, it's not really human.
Human-esque.
Human-esque, and that's probably why it's the most accurate. But then again, we haven't seen Doctor Strange yet. I know that's coming. That's another one coming this year. Thor, the Cap 1-to-1, which I'm super pumped about. Here's the other thing. Okay, you get something in the mail, or you get something delivered. If it sits in your damn garage for 3 months without you opening it, it's probably really not something. Yeah, did you really want it? Exactly. Sometimes there's a caveat to that. War Tank sat in my garage for about 7 weeks.
I have to do it right when I get it. I'm like a kid in a candy store. It's boom. I drop everything.
Oh, dude, I mean,
just to be honest with you.
There are certain pieces that I do that for. So flight cases from Queen Studios, like as soon as that Iron Man Mark 1 hits my door, I'm going to be like, okay, just watch the kids for a second. I'm going to unbox that thing because I'm super excited for it. Cap 1-to-1, whenever that comes, any 1-to-1 thing. So whenever I get the freight delivery date, I tell my assistants, I'm like, okay, George, Emily, I'm like, you're coming over to my house after work today, and we're gonna bring this thing upstairs. I guess part of that is because you can't park your car in the garage because you have a giant coffin on wheels. But I think that's really telling. So when are you buying something just to buy it? And then why are you buying something, that you truly love? But here's the other thing too. That Thanos quarter scale Queen Studios, you know which one I'm talking about, where he's sitting on the pipe and has this giant double blade. That was my first non-Star Wars piece that I purchased a while ago. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing with my collection at that point. What if you buy something or you skip something and you're like, damn, I wish I still had that, because now your collection is evolving. Now you're doing this giant Marvel, collection. I guess you can always go back and get certain pieces, but at what cost, right?
Yeah. And that exact piece, I've kind of been in that same predicament. I'm going half scale with Marvel, but that's a piece that I kind of just want to hang around, you know. So,
Because who knows, you might want to do your half scale with quarter scale Thanos, and then maybe like a quarter scale Thor, Cap, and Iron Man, and you get that scene. And I don't know. I think it is best that if just to keep things boxed. And unless you have zero attachment. So my Batman stuff, I need to sell the Batman stuff. I need to sell the Bermejo Joker. I need to sell, what else?
You selling Batman on bike?
I'm glad you brought that up.
I sold that.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Well, no money has passed hands yet, but I think it's going to soon.
Someone just sent me a message and asked if I could ask you right now. Ask Mike if he has the Nightfall Batman for sale.
No, I don't. Nightfall? No, I don't have. Is that the one that's like blue and yellow? Hold on. I'll look it up. No, I don't have Nightfall.
Is that the one Jim just unboxed with the lightning bolt, or maybe I'm wrong?
Oh no, the lightning bolt one is cool. The sideshow one,
Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I'm not a big Miller.
I'm debating to keep one of those.
But that one's really cool.
I would, John. You know what I'm shocked about? Do you remember the? Oh yeah, no. This Nightfall Batman is a very cool one. It's here. I'm shocked that. Do you guys remember the sideshow Venom, Spider-Man maquette, and the Spider-Man not Venomized, but Spider-Man symbiote, the sideshow versions?
Yeah, I just sold that one.
Dude, there's like ES of 5,000 waitlisted. I put those up on eBay, and I'm getting messages all the time. And like,
I just sold mine like 2 days ago on eBay, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I'm not getting like crappy offers either.
No,
it's like I'm getting legit offers. And
which piece are you talking about, Mike?
Symbiote Spider-Man, the black Spider-Man where he's like on top of the tower by sideshow.
One?
Yeah.
That one's not sold out though, right? Not
yeah, it is.
It's waitlisted. 5,000 ES waitlisted.
It's been for a while.
Crazy.
Dude, I know.
It's a nice piece, though.
That's a really nice piece.
Dude, I sold the symbiote one. That was a cheap one. I sold that for a decent price on eBay. I mean, under retail, but not far. It sold the night I put it up immediately. So I'm surprised at how well Spider-Man sells. I was really shocked by that.
Yeah.
But anywho, but my custom Mandalorian NYC, damn, I can't sell that worth a crap. My custom Kyber Anakin General Skywalker.
Well, the Mando series comes out pretty soon. You're probably people will start.
That's a good point. That's kind of Mando. It's been kind of yeah. Okay.
When it comes out, you're going to get that FOMO again because Mando's a pretty badass show, and yeah, everybody's going to want it. Or
That's true.
Start looking for stuff.
That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about it. March 1st. That's right.
My wife likes
Mando too. If anyone wants it.
Yeah,
I mean, think of it. My wife likes it. So if my wife, people's going to want it. Oh, my wife likes it. I'll buy it. You know.
Yeah. My wife says okay.
Yep.
The Galaxy's best babysitter, Mando.
Okay, look at this. You're selling Alita. Yeah, but I have someone in mind. If he wants it, he gets first dibs. Everyone probably knows him. Your favorite drunken YouTuber.
But let's be honest, though, Mike. When you had that on order, you hadn't even seen the movie, so it's not like
that was the best review I ever seen the other day when he done that.
Was that not the best? I commented that my favorite review ever. Mr. X drunken fucking Joker, which I always said is Joker Snake, but Joker.
Looks like an eel to me, but that's snake.
Yeah.
Like that review was awesome. Fuck, that guy's awesome.
Oh.
FOMO will cost you more than going back for it later. You'll find out if you really need to. Wait, hold on a second. FOMO will cost you more than going back.
It's 50-50 on that. Because when I was doing the cards, when I go for the 101s, everybody knows I buy the 101s on Instagram. So they'd pull them out of these boxes or cases, and then they would like message me on Instagram, and they'd be like, "Hey, you want this for $5,000?" I was like, "Is it the 101?" They're like, "Yeah." I said, "All right, here's $5,000." They sent it to me. Here comes another one. No, so yeah.
Yeah. See, there are certain statues. Okay, like the stupid, Joker Dragon, where it's waitlisted everywhere. It's waitlisted on Prime 1, and the reviews are still coming out. people are gonna want to find that, and
Mhm.
I guess
Oh,
what
yeah.
mine is
People
like
love it.
1,000 above retail on eBay. Granted, I don't like selling on eBay, and if anyone wants it, message me. Brand new
Which statue?
The
Joker
Joker on
Dragon.
Dragon.
Oh,
Like the BSC people love it. The Sick
Mhm.
One loves it, and some
Yep.
other people love it. Even Mr. X Hit was pretty good.
Yep.
So yeah, you're going to get a lot of people
Yeah.
wanting it.
Yep. So
Mr. X liked it.
Dragon Ball Z is another one too. I think Dragon Ball Z, again, Katie and Last Sleep, you need to get that. You need to pre-order it because there are all these people afterwards being like, oh damn, I want this, and it's a big IP. It's like Star Wars too.
Yep.
Like Sideshow Star Wars stuff sells out, and then you get new Star Wars collectors every day, and they're like, holy crap, I want this one. Okay, well, you get nice people like me who sell it for less than retail. But you mostly get flippers who are saying, "Oh, pay whatever for it."
If
I
you ever
do
get
agree
third
that,
scale statues for Star Wars, you're going to be screwed.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I think.
I do agree that FOMO is a slippery slope. But I'm saying if it's within what you're collecting, it's within your IPs or whatever. I got hit by the Hot Toys Batman. Well, Hot Toys FOMO is that's bad.
They do the best head sculpts.
It's great, Mike.
Yes, they do. The Hot Toys. There's a place for Hot Toys in the collection because you know what? They're so damn small. And when you go life size, you got to
Go
find
small
smaller
or go
things.
home. That's what we say here.
Dude, I mean, this is so freaking good. Oh, I got his little helmet on. You can't really see it, but the roadie head sculpt is just so damn good.
Yeah.
Would you rather have an Iron Man 1 roadie? Or...
That'd be kind of funny, but no, I like what's the name? Cheadle.
John Cheadle.
John Cheadle. Yeah.
I don't know what the first guy's name is. But...
I forgot his name.
God.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't mean piece for piece overall. You might pay a premium for that one you really love. Okay, that's true. Yeah, no, I mean that's true. Like I've done that. I've paid the crazy prices for something that I've missed in the past, and I don't really regret it. I mean, it's Hulkbuster, XM Hulkbuster. I wasn't collecting when that came out, and I paid, not the crazy prices, but still crazier. Same thing with Shockwave. I don't regret
they're like
it. I love them.
$7-8 grand right now. eBay prices.
Well, but even still, Shockwave. If you were to buy Shockwave from a collector, I don't think I'd sell this Shockwave for less than $5,000, which is fairly reasonable for getting your hands on one. I think.
And then like 2 weeks ago, I think I asked you about like Wonder Woman on horse. It's going for like $5 grand plus.
Damn. You know the thing with human
55
sculpt,
inches tall.
Oh, it's nuts. But I think the thing with human sculpt statues, it's hard to kind of buy older ones because that something better is probably going to come along. J&D, with the exception being this Robert Downey Cinema Cat. This Robert Downey sculpt from how many years ago? How old is this statue? 2012?
Oh gosh.
Earlier?
Yeah, it's an old piece.
I like the base. I like how it lights
Oh,
up.
dude, the sculpt. So the silicone sculpt, beautiful.
I didn't know that silicone.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah, this is all silicone. It's rooted hair. His little mustache thing.
Man, they must have been the first ones to do silicone, huh? If it's being that old.
I think so. The eyes aren't glass; they're resin, but they look good. And then the paint is it's like car paint. It's beautiful. It's so nice. The other thing I like is they have a little compartment here where you can hide a battery pack. I'm not using it, but the nameplate goes right over it. And if you want to do batteries, great. If you want to do power, it's in the back. So
whoever designed it was
Isn't it
thinking
sad?
about it.
Isn't it sad that a piece that old they were thinking about it and they still make crap today that doesn't have AC?
Don't get me started on like the Queen Studios Mark 7 and oh god, that's just the little we've been there before. We don't need to go back. It's now the Mark 50 the Queen Studio Mark 50 that they did, it has a battery compartment in the base. It has a switch on the bottom of the base, and it has an on-off little switch on the back, so you can turn the batteries on or off. And if you leave them on, you could turn the statue on and off from an easily accessible area. They were thinking with the Mark 50. That was a good one. But I only think the reason they did that is because the Mark 50 is the nanotech, and all the little LEDs are embedded, and so they made a unibody statue. The Mark 50 is one single piece, and it keys in. So, I don't know. When will Mike buy a 1-to-1 gantry? If they make one, that'd be cool.
Honey,
That'd
we
be
have
cool.
to build onto the house.
Yeah. Buy a new house. Oh,
That's
Terrence
big up
Howard.
Space.
Yeah, dude, space is the real issue, and that's why I will gladly sell something to make space.
Yeah, luckily we got a lot of land around here. If we ever run out, we got 200 acres up in Virginia across the line, so it's just nothing but farm.
Dude, greatest statue gallery in North Carolina, Virginia area. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, my parents would go, "You're on crack. You're crazy. What are you doing?"
Real estate, no big deal. No big deal. What do you got, John? Did you have anything you wanted to talk about tonight?
You talked about your Prime 1, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did you talk about the PCS kind of announcements?
Oh no, pull that up.
So we got the new Iron Spider. Yeah, the pose is cool.
You know what? Someone posted a meme of like this Iron Spider and then Trinity from the Matrix 1.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
I was like, and then this pose went from being really great to being like,
Well, at least they're using the arms, you know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
But
this blade looks good.
yeah, this blade looks excellent. I love the base on this. Kind of tempted on this one. I don't know.
Are these 1/3 or 1/4?
1/3.
1/3. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not even sure who this is. Killer Instinct.
No idea.
It's a
Arcade
fighting
game.
game. Street Fighter
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
This one got a lot of.
Yeah, to me, it's like 30, 40-year-old virgin just seeing some ass on a statue. If I had that in my house, my wife would tell me, "Yeah, go fuck a pillow or something." I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, let's be real here. I mean,
There's a lot of thirsty boys out there, man. A lot of
Yeah.
thirsty fucking boys.
I mean, conceptually, this statue is pretty cool. I mean, it's someone hanging upside down. It's like the thing's like almost 40-something inches tall, right?
yeah.
Cool engineering to this, but I mean, yeah,
It was off the
like,
MTV thing when we were, I don't know, in the 90s. I think it was, or maybe 2000. I remember seeing this.
I don't remember this at all.
Oh, yeah, they got MTV right there in the O.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yep, the logo. Because it was like a little skit they would play in between things. It become real popular.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to Payne's house. So,
But you know, Adam pointed out something really good. You see on her right butt cheek on the side, he said it looks like someone slapped her and the indent stayed there.
It does.
He's like, what is that fucking indent there for? It's so true.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Could just be flexing one side to the other. I don't know.
There we go. Yeah. That's awesome. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that 1-to-1 that Randy posted? The sex doll thing.
Yeah, I seen it. And then plus, like, you got a little girl. I got a girl that's 10. If I had any of that stuff in here, yeah, she'd be like, "What?" and won't understand. It's just,
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to have that conversation right now.
Yeah, no. I'll stick to Iron Spider and stuff like that, and Iron Man and Transformers.
Mike, I put a few pictures in the messenger for you to add. I'd like to get some opinions.
Okay, let's see. Oh,
I was
wow.
curious. I was curious about this, Mike. What your thoughts were on Han Solo and Carbonite selling out?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
dude,
kind of shocking? I mean, I don't know if this is kind of a sideshow ploy that they'll put more up.
No,
soon,
I don't. I don't
It's
think
a little
it's
shady that they don't
made to
put an
order.
ES to begin with.
Say that
Yeah,
again?
well, it's,
I thought Rashid said it was like it had an ES, but it also had like made to order next to it.
No, Rashid said there is no ES, and then
It was an
Six said
open-
maybe it's made to order, but it's not.
Yeah.
well,
Like,
I can see.
If you don't put an ES and you sell out, that's great. Did you sell 50? Like, go fuck
Well,
yourself. Like,
It's
put
no
the
different
ES.
than the boba bus. They've had that boba bus forever. It's kind of just hung around, and I feel like this, if there's a demand for it still, then if like people on the wait list build up to a certain point, they'll make more. I feel like.
I love
You
this.
think-
I love it. I'd love to have this in my collection.
Dude, I'd love for this to actually be sold out. That would be incredible.
I
I heard
know.
that Sideshow's
Yeah.
kind of getting away from life-size stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they got the mold, and if you can make the money, why not? You know.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But what about Sideshow never charges shipping for these. They typically free ship. I mean, that's at least a $500 to $800 ship, I'm guessing. Maybe more. But then again, how much does this actually cost them? I mean, they're charging $8,000. It's like what we had the conversation earlier in the show today on how I thought this was, if you compare this to like a Queen Studios Iron Man 1-to-1 or even the Power Master Optimus, this kind of feels like, a denture versus like your implant, or if this is kind of like the white bread to the fancy, gluten-free nut bread or something like that. I don't know. It's getting late. I think Sideshow makes a nice profit off of these. But maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah.
I hope it's true. But maybe in a year or two, maybe they'll come out version 3.0. Maybe this version 2.0 is done.
There we go. Kevin himself. Less than 2K to produce. I know that for a fact.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Kevin says it, it's true.
Yeah.
Here, let's see. Shane wanted to. What else did you have, John?
I don't think really. It's a light week. I don't know if you talked about the bust at all.
Shoot, I forgot about that. I think this is the best Superman. I think this is the best Superman likeness bust available. I think it's better than Infinity.
Is this Queen?
Yeah.
Does this have the creepy baby in the stomach? It looks like Lego Superman.
Yeah, this is the
one you love.
Yeah, I ate the baby.
Silicone.
Yeah.
Don't forget silicone.
Creeps me the fuck out.
There we go.
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy.
It looks like he's pregnant.
They probably charge.
I mean, that is weird. That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. Getting your Wonder Woman, I don't know.
And the fact that the baby could come out and you could first of all, how small is that baby? Like,
it looks like it's the size of that person's hand.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's too much.
Oh, that's cool.
I like the concept though. I think that's fucking cool. But yeah, that would creep me out.
Who's gonna display that?
I don't piece, know. But give me a baby in my collection, creeps me out. It's just creepy.
Okay, look, you could put like the logo over it, or is that baby only on the blue?
And I'd fucking Zappa-gap that shit right on there so it doesn't come out.
I mean, I don't know. When I see the Queen, I feel like they do hair so good.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
This is what I'm thinking the whole time, Kevin.
Kevin.
I ate the baby.
Yeah, that baby's fucked, man. That baby, honestly, it creeps me the fuck out. No joke.
Okay, you could put the Superman logo over it. Okay.
I think the sculpt is pretty good.
I think sculpt looks great.
What would people think? You bring them into your room and you pop that thing out. What are people gonna think?
Just baby. You just have it here, in your arm, just fucking holding it.
My girls would steal that thing in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Be bottle feeding it and everything.
right?
Oh man, that's
Little
great.
baby Kal-El.
It's
Yeah.
just prototype, right? It ain't final product.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Berto, yeah.
So do you think this is better than what do we got? We got the Prime one, we got the Infinity, and we got the Queen. What do you guys
Yeah.
think is the best between the three busts?
Likeness or overall concept?
We don't have a fucking three-way comparison, do we?
Not yet.
Not that I've seen.
You dropped the ball on that, John. You should have had that for the show.
There is. I'm telling you, this is a better likeness. Well, okay,
Yeah.
this is a better sculpt than the Infinity. The Infinity just looks kind of dead. Just not.
Well-
it's good, but it's like it doesn't have life. It needs to be brought to life a little bit.
And does the Infinity have the cape on it? Because I thought somebody had to go get fabric to like put like the cape on.
That's a good question. I have no idea actually.
He's opening his jacket.
Yeah,
But you should be able to see because I saw somebody
I've never
post they did
noticed it.
some mods to it. They took the tie off and did a couple things, and it
So
looked a lot
Infinity is
better.
one where he's
Yeah.
flipping it open.
Yeah,
I like
that's,
that concept because it's old school.
yeah.
Coming out of the phone
Kareem
booth,
Kareem did that.
I like that. The face, I'm not sure. I don't really remember how good it is, but the concept I like better than just this. I like that.
Yeah.
And if you got the Queen, would you say that the black is better than the blue?
I
Oh,
In my
no.
brain picture.
No.
It's
For some
2023.
reason-
Men could have babies, haven't you heard?
Yeah, Joker's
yeah,
pregnant.
No, I've heard that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Shane,
true.
when are you gonna get pregnant?
That's why it goes.
I'm more partial to Black Superman. I don't know why.
I like this
that
better
suit.
too, Mike. I agree.
Maybe it's because you can see the textures. Maybe he looks bad. He like in a good way.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Where's the blue one?
a fucking baby, man. Yeah, all joke aside, you don't find it eerie? Like it's a little fucking eerie. And when they move it, like you see the video, they put it in, it's like wobbling. It's fucking
It's a silicone baby. Yeah, it's a silicone fetus or
Fucking something.
whatever. I don't know, man. I think it's cool.
This one will
It's
take
cool.
up less room. The Superman Infinity that they hadn't come out with yet. Remember with
Yeah.
the
Oh,
bell?
a lot less room. A lot less
But
room.
who knows what the face will look like on that?
I'm at the point
I-
now where I don't think Infinity is worth the space that they take up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my opinion.
Well, not yeah.
Now, what I will say is Infinity nails it on sculpted stuff. The sculpt, like the hard parts of the ring wraith, phenomenal. Paint is awesome. Sculpting is awesome. Details are awesome.
Yep.
Which makes me think that the Sauron is going to be absolute insanity in terms of quality.
Mhm.
I
Where are
think
you
in
going to
terms
put
of
that?
Sauron,
Yeah, because it's so mad. I mean, that thing's. I mean, you got these guys over there. They're little guys, but I mean, it's massive. Me and you are 6 foot plus, so I mean, it's still going to be way up there.
It's going to be, yeah. Well, here's the thing: the ring wraith, to the tip of the sword, is as tall as Sauron is, so it gives me a good judgment of like how I can actually place him. I think I'm going to have him on like a 1 foot tall pedestal, and have him towards the back of my room where the ceiling kind of slopes down a little bit, and he'll just be there like this huge presence from like floor to ceiling. And then I'll surround him with the ring wraith and the Queen Studios.
You have to carry that
Balrog.
upstairs.
Well, that comes in parts. So it's 2 arms, torso, base, head, details.
I was
So
about to say-
that'll be a lot easier.
In my mom's house, we put an elevator in. She's got like a commercial elevator for goes up 3 floors. You need to get your elevators that way you can just go up and down.
Oh,
There's
But
like
elevators?
They're like 50 or 60 grand, I think. The good ones.
that's not too bad.
I mean, that's what I mean, much as
That's
you're
not
spending
too
on
bad.
stuff.
Well, for
in the
your
grand,
house,
in the grand scheme of things, it's not.
I mean, If you
Money
have a
can be
huge house,
made, and you can't take it with you. And so
that's true. That's true.
That's right.
Is the
Chump
Sauron
change.
bigger than Thanos? Yes. Thanos is only 40.
Oh yeah, he's much bigger.
Yeah.
I think Thanos is only 46 inches tall.
Sauron is going to be a beast. I cannot wait. We got to do a live unboxing.
Yeah.
You,
yeah.
six assistants putting up
Hire a
Sauron.
cameraman.
It's gonna be sick.
I mean, we could. We could.
And I can't wait for that piece.
we all fly the mics and help them unbox.
That's fine. Please.
I've brought that up every show. Every show.
I know, man. I know. We
Sauron
need to
would
do
be
it.
nuts, man.
You know how happy
Crazy.
my wife would be? Like, well, she wouldn't be happy having everyone in the house, but she'd be happy, like, just get all the shit done in 1 day, 2 days, boom, done. Getting all the shelves cleared out, box all the stuff up, put everything in storage, boom, we're done.
Yep.
And then I could just slowly curate, and as things come in, sell things as they sell.
Mhm.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, life size. I wish they did a real metal sword also. But then I brought that sword in the house, and my wife's like, "That looks dangerous," and I'm like, "Tink, tink." I'm like, "It's only plastic. Don't worry." And she's like, oh, "Okay, whatever."
What piece?
The ring wraith.
Oh, okay.
It's Here, let me bring up what you wanted to show, Shane, and then I guess we could probably.
I'd just like to get everyone's opinion on this. And it's easy. Everyone's easy to say, yeah, buy it when it's not your fucking money. But like, really, what do you think?
Oh, Superman?
That's not Superman.
No, this one. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, am I the drunk one, or are you the drunk one?
Oh, dude, I don't know, dude. I
It's
probably
I'm starting to question everything now.
no.
So I'm looking at getting the XM 1/4 scale Lobo on bike that Art reviewed. I talked to Art about it last night. He said it's awesome. Edition size of 198. However,
Wow.
in Canadian, it's going to cost me about 3 to 3,300 Canadian.
At one picture you just had, do you know what that reminds me of?
Which one?
From the 80s.
Kiss? Gene
yeah.
Simmons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a
But not if-
die-hard Kiss fan.
If
Die
Art
hard.
says it's awesome, I'd go with it.
Art said
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'd go with it.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
thinking of putting my Ghost Rider and Lobo kind of like this coming out
Oh, that'd be cool.
towards each other, and then a couple of
Mhm.
heroes in the background.
A lot
Yeah,
of
their
switch
Ghost
outs.
Slider lights up really good, so yeah, it'd be bad.
Unfortunately, this doesn't light up at all.
But your
But-
Ghost Rider does.
It looks, Ghost Rider, fantastic.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah.
And Ghost Rider is 40 inches. This is, I think, 29, 30, something like that.
Bite me, fanboy.
yeah, dude.
And I moved my Ghost Rider, and yeah, I need something to go next to mine too. I've been thinking about that.
I was going Lobo on bike or Silver Surfer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Some kind of elongated statue to
Yeah.
match the Ghost Rider, so they both come out to a peak at the end of the garage shelf.
Yeah.
I think this looks good. And again, if I agree, if Art said it was great,
Art said it was fantastic. Yeah.
he said it was fantastic. Yeah, then it's
Yeah.
excellent. Then.
He's buying it 1/4 scale. He's getting it in. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Hey, let me ask you guys a quick question. Just for something I'm selling. Speaking of Superman, the Infinity Bust, I put it up on eBay. I think I put it for like 2,400 plus 250 shipping. Okay. I get an offer for 1,900 plus 250 shipping. Take it or leave it.
Sorry, how much did you put originally?
24
Plus,
250 shipping.
okay, and you got offered.
1,900 plus the 250 shipping.
Oh, fuck him.
When
Meet in the
Sideshow had their
middle,
last big sale, they had it
22.
about 2,500.
22 plus 250.
Yeah.
You got to
yeah,
pay
I
all
don't
the PayPal or the eBay fees.
eBay
I
fees
know.
is like 10, 12%, and then they also got to pay 10, 12%. So
Yeah. Someone here, if you want to buy the Infinity Studios Superman, I'm selling it. How about 2,200 plus shipping? There you go. If you want it. I don't know. I might just say, I just want to get rid of it. So it's so easy to just accept.
I
Just get the
know.
fee. Just get rid of the fees. I don't care. And then
what'd you
just
say? You said 1,900?
yeah. So the thing that I hate about eBay is they don't do 12% off of the 1,900 plus 250. They do 19 plus 250
Yeah.
plus tax, then take the percent. Why? How does that make sense?
Mike, why don't
How
you
does
throw the picture up? Maybe
Of
someone
the-
here will see it and want it.
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, most likely you sell it for that, you get like $1,900.
You probably get like a 17-ish, right?
Yeah.
About that, give or take.
Take about 13. I mean, you could do the math real quick. Tax about 10%. So do 19 plus 2
So you
is
get
2150.
16 something.
2150 minus plus tax, which is 10, so 23. What's 13% off of 23?
Yep.
What is it?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Look.
I'm in no condition.
What's 86% of 2300?
I was told there'd be
87%.
no math. I don't know what's
No,
happening.
Jesus.
Well, Mike, it is waitlisted now.
I know, but no one's biting, man, because you got all these other things coming out.
Here we go. I'll share it.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's great.
Is
Don't
this
get me wrong.
Infinio?
At one time, this was like
Man, Shane,
3,800.
what are you drinking
this
tonight?
is
Shane?
expensive.
Yeah, I'm on my second bottle of mead. I'm done.
See, that's where I was talking, Mike, about when you move the white shirt up more.
Oh, yeah, you don't see it. I don't think
Yeah.
so. I'll have to double check.
This is life size, right?
Yeah.
Infinity.
That's what you choose? What do you
Yeah,
like
man,
more,
that's right.
Shane? Just looking at photos, Queen or Infinity?
I like Infinity for maybe not the likeness. I'm not sure. I'd have to see side by side, but I
Mhm.
like Infinity for the concept.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
old school. I love the
Mhm.
Superman running out of the phone booth, ripping off his fucking shirt and that. I like this. It's better than just no arms, just standing there looking at you. I like this better for the concept. I don't know about the likeness. I'd have to see side by side, but I much prefer this over the. I don't even know what the fuck we just looked at, but
Queen.
yeah, Queen. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great price. $2,200 for a silicone bust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hands.
I
I,
mean-
don't know how much the arms, all the way up or just to the elbow.
It's
even know.
just that it's up to right here. Right there. Yep.
Spider-Man on the internet right now, right there.
All right. I will not accept.
There we go. Tell that guy go fuck himself,
We'll just counter midways, I guess.
Yeah, just
or do that. Yeah, that's probably better. That's probably better for the sale.
Tell him to go F himself. He's like, "Oh."
Go fuck yourself. I'll meet you at 21.
Well, he won't look at your page no more.
Mike, let me
Anything
negotiate
else.
with him. Just give me your fucking eBay password. I'll negotiate.
Oh man.
I like this. I really do. I love the concept.
So, Mike, what's your thoughts? So, keeping Batman, just Batman himself. What's your kind of idea behind that?
Yeah. So I love that Batman. And you know why? Again, it's just what I said before about the ring wraith. It's almost fully sculpted, except for this, and it looks fine. You know, it's whatever. I love the eyes. I love that Batman. I think that Ben Affleck Batman is freaking amazing. I'm gonna keep it. I want to keep it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, and how big my Batman display is gonna be. But I'm also not canceling my Queen Studios Catwoman on bike. I'm keeping that. So I'm gonna have a small DC Batman area. So
But you have the J&D, so you can kind of pair them up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I could definitely do that. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll probably work in the J&D into that display. I'm not sure how yet, but I mean, I would get the Christian Bale one. I'm just afraid they're going to destroy the Christian Bale's sculpt. Which, okay, it doesn't really matter. I could just put his his cowl on or use that head sculpt. But anywho, all right, no deal. You guys got me.
No deal.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or should we call it 11 o'clock?
I feel like there's something else. I can't remember.
Anybody in the chat have anything they want to talk about? Oh, here we go. Do any of you guys have a statue with no companion pieces, but you love it so much that you still keep it even though it's a lone wolf? Wonderful question.
Yeah, I got a lot of them because I don't collect the lines.
But they all work together.
Well,
Kind of.
I hope to me they will, but in my head, what I want to do, like I said, I want to get the war tank, the jet wing, the power master, and put all this stuff together.
Yep.
My kid thinks it's cool, so that's good enough for me.
One-offs. Right now I have the Berserk one-off, but I'm gonna sell that. But then I also have the other Berserk, the one where he's all armored up, and I think I'm gonna keep that because I think that looks really amazing. I'm okay with lone wolves. I try to get lone wolves that kind of sort of pair in my mind.
I have the Hush Superman.
I got the Caesar,
which is standalone.
That's true. Well, Caesar.
I got the Caesar.
Can be standalone. Sorry, John.
Oh, I was just gonna say I have the Caesar Blue Box Hyper Bust. That's a standalone. I may pair the Koba with it. I just don't know if Koba warrants a bust by himself. I don't know.
Mike, you wanted to talk about, you and I were talking about your curation and what you're collecting and what lines. You said, let's save it for the show.
All right. Yeah, we can do that real quick.
Into that or what?
Let's just talk about it for a few minutes and then we'll call it.
Yeah. I'm
okay.
Running out of mead anyway.
That's okay. Well, get ahead. You start.
I'm in no condition. You start.
Okay. So Shane was asking me, okay, you're still collecting, DC, Marvel, Star Wars, Transformers, Lord of the Rings, and whatever else.
DC.
And I said, yeah. And I said, well, no, I'm not really doing DC anymore. And he's like, well, you have Catwoman on bike. You have Ben Affleck.
All the J&D.
And you have all the J&D. And I'm like, well, no, that's more J&D. I'm collecting J&D. And which, by the way, Alan, excuse me. Yes, I'm gonna get both 1/3 Supermans. Oh, okay.
There you go. I rest my case.
But I'm not actively, and so my argument is I'm not actively going down lines. I am collecting very selectively. And so, are you a DC collector? I would say no, because hey, look, Prime One just released 10 DC statues. Are you getting any of them? Well, no, because I'm only going to get some J&D DC and maybe a Queen Studios here and there.
And what I was saying is, I was asking Mike, so what IPs do you collect? And I named a bunch of IPs. And he's like, well, no, I don't collect DC anymore. I'm like, but you got the J&D in your collection. You got like a whole bunch and you're getting more. He's like, yeah, but that's just J&D. And then a few busts. I'm like, well, then you still have DC in your collection. So it's an IP you collect.
But see,
even if you have one or two pieces.
Shane, haven't you learned by now? Don't question a collector's reasonings for what they do.
There's no questioning. Mike can collect what he wants, but to say I don't collect DC except J&D DC and Bus DC, well, then you collect DC. You don't have to collect every DC out there to be a DC collector. If you have a few DC in your collection, like me right now, currently I have 3 DC in my collection and 1 coming, the Joker on Throne. Therefore, if someone says, well, what IPs do you have in your collection? What do you collect? DC's one of them.
I can see though what Mike's saying though. Like being a J&D
you-
collector
I
is
knew you'd
different
side with
because
me,
what
You son
I'm
of a
just
bitch.
saying,
I knew you'd
whatever
side
they make is kind of their own thing. You know what I mean? Because I mean, he's collecting Mara. You know, I mean, Mara's DC, but it's a separate thing. I get where Mike's coming from, and I get where you're coming from.
Well,
but
there's no
he's
wrong
not.
answer.
He's
I'm
not.
just saying.
He's not actively like XM Prime One. You know, like all these other companies do
Yes.
DC. He's not looking at those. He's J&D is kind of an exclusive company that you're buying J&D. I understand that because I own them. So
And he's getting bus. He has bus, DC
No.
bus.
But here's the
that he
thing I think
sells.
of when
Well,
Therefore, DC is part of his collection. Therefore,
Well-
it's an IP in his collection. So he collects DC.
well, part of what I was thinking
I mean-
was, are you collecting DC? Okay, so I consider I am collecting Iron Man and Marvel stuff. I actively go to these websites and I Google Iron Man, Marvel, Thanos, whatever, and I'm looking for collectibles.
Mhm.
You know, that's the way I think about it.
yeah.
You know, for Star Wars, I'm not actively collecting Star Wars, even though Regal Robot Chewbacca is coming sometime this year. You know, and people will be like, well, that's like the holy grail of Star Wars things. Well, yes, but I'm not an active Star Wars collector. I'm not going and searching for
Yeah.
1/4 scales. I'm not keeping up with all the props that are coming out. I'm not, you know, so that's the way I'm looking at the definition of collecting as literally a hobby where you know, try to accrue things. You know, where
I
I
look at
think
it-
of
And
what?
when I say what IPs do you collect, and you have one or more statues of that IP in your collection, therefore you collect that. It might be selectively, it might be in a minority, but you still collect them because you have it in your collection. You can't like I said you collect DC. You said no, I don't.
It's
I'm like, but you have J&D. You're like, yeah, but only J&D.
yeah,
bust,
but it's
so therefore you collect
it's a,
DC. Like I'm like, I know I'm shit faced, but am I fucking wrong? Like you have DC in your collection, therefore it's an IP.
in
you
a sense
collect.
you're right, but again, his focus isn't like searching for other stuff. Where Iron
That's right.
Man,
I did say it's
picking
his
up
main focus,
hot
but
toys
it's one of his
every-
IPs.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
That is true.
Like
Okay,
if someone says,
I
Mike,
have-
what do you have? What do you collect? If you don't name DC, that's incorrect because you have multiple DC pieces.
or I get a better
Just
question.
because you
would be,
say Marvel
would you-
doesn't mean you collect every Marvel piece that comes out. You're selective on it,
Yeah.
but you still collect
Fair.
Marvel pieces. Transformers, same thing.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Any collector, there's no collector that collects every single fucking piece of that IP.
But then you have to understand though, Shane, this is
Well.
a category alone for Mike though. When
Yeah,
Mike
Mike is special.
regresses
We
to
agree.
collecting one company, that is him stopping one line.
But he has more than one company. It's not just J&D. Mike,
No,
every DC piece you have, are they all J&D? Yes or no?
Well,
And even if
currently
they were,
no.
you still collect DC, but they're not all J&D.
Well, no, currently no, but they will be J&D and a couple of Queen, or maybe just one Queen.
There you go. I rest my case.
You guys say.
And even if it was all J&D, but you have 6 J&D, therefore you still have DC in your collection. So
Yes.
you collect
Yes.
DC. It's selective,
true.
but you collect DC. It doesn't mean you're primarily DC.
It's hard for me to the whole selective thing. Like I'm trying to be more selective, and actually it's very freeing. And like I don't need to focus on this anymore. I don't need to like selling this stuff is it feels so good. But people buy my stuff, please. I don't know. Should we call it there? What do you think?
yeah.
Well, according to Johnny,
Um,
we should because I'm scaring Justin, I guess.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
here's what
Or
we
just-
are going to do.
Oh, you're not.
Here's
Scared.
what we're gonna do.
I know.
We
I'm
are
surprised
Johnny,
I'm still awake.
don't mind him.
so for those of us who have made it to this point, thank you. I enjoyed the discussion tonight. I enjoyed having Justin here joining us, and John showed up eventually, which is always good. We want to go ahead and let you know that we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm sorry I post about it every day, but it's the only way to do it. Our goal is March. So initially I said end of March, screw it. Let's do it the beginning of March. And then the whole month of March, we're going to give you the opportunity, or whenever we hit 1,000 on YouTube, we're going to give you the opportunity to continue to enter in. And how do you enter in to our competition or contest that we're going to have? Every single video that we put out, whether it's a short, a live show, whatever, leave a comment. If you leave multiple comments on one show, it's not going to do jack. So at least leave one comment. And it's every comment that you put in is going to get you entered into the drawing. Right now, the number one person in that drawing is definitely Justin, because he is literally going back and watching everything and leaving comments. So you guys need to catch up. We will be giving away an XM Studio statue. I'll probably talk to Todd and a few others, and we'll be giving away more gift cards again. And there will be maybe some hot toys. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But I think the month of March is going to be really fun. So subscribe, get your kids to subscribe.
We're at 8:30 right now, so we're getting there close, and it's happening pretty fast. So
yeah, I was trying to tell people on my Instagram because I got 7,000 followers. I was like, look, if I can just get 100 to 200 of you guys just to stop what you're doing and hit the sub button, we'll be done with it. And they're like, do they talk about cards? And I'm like, no, it's statues, but you're never going to pay attention to it no way. So just hit the sub button.
Yeah, it's free, it's easy, it takes 2 seconds, and it helps us out. And we're not in it for the money or anything like that. We're just in it because once you hit that 1K, the algorithm changes. We get to meet even more friends. We get to talk to more people.
More algorithm crap.
Yes, yeah. And maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll get free mead for everybody. But anyway,
free mead.
I wish. Dude, send that mead. So anywho,
yeah, like you sent me Grimlock?
Subscribe. What?
Like you send me Grimlock?
You're gonna have to fight Justin for that one.
You'll see Grimlock soon. He'll be right here. I'll put him on the turntable. Right here.
Justin, you gonna do a review?
The next time I come on, I'll have him right here for you, and then I might have Sar right here on throne.
Love it. Love it.
Love it.
I grew up loving Grimlock and Optimus, so I wanted to get
me Grimlock.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. Like, subscribe, get your kids to subscribe, get your coworkers to subscribe. Let's just get there, and then I'll shut up about it because whatever. Once you hit the 1,000, no one cares.
Hit the like button too.
Hit the like button. It helps.
Please.
So I will keep putting stuff up, good shorts and all that stuff. We'll see you guys next Sunday. And as always, keep collecting, have fun. Let us know what you're getting, and we'll see you guys next week. See y'all.